All right, I have a question for you. As somebody that dealt with bottle service, I feel like calling that shit VIP is lazy.
Calling just any table VIP
is lazy as fuck.
Absolutely. You're just mad regular.
Shouldn't there be like a different experience for you? Because I feel like a dude can work a double with him and his homies. Hey, yo, bro, you work a double, I'll work a double. We gonna get this bottle.
No, the VIP I don't think comes with where you're sat. I think it comes with where you're allowed to go in the club. Security escorts you to the back stairway so you could do cocaine with some people.
Type shit.
That's VIP.
Yes.
You know, like
you should be able to go get the fancy shit with the owner.
You get some chicken nuggets with some caviar on it. That's VIP.
Well, all right. Battle raps cause I've shaken grown men to the point that they can't even face their own friends. That's why they rhyme about jewels, not life, cause the ice on which they skating is so thin.
Welcome back to the Party with Strategy podcast. Very special guest, my boy, who I can only get in here on special holiday Mondays. So I feel like we have to dedicate Indigenous People Monday
to me,
to us, to you.
I fucks with it.
Yeah, like every year.
Yeah,
that's our date.
Gas.
There could be more, but guaranteed
on this one.
Yeah,
I'm fucking with it.
Yeah,
I mean, shoot, Lil Mama's almost. Well, she's in daycare now, so technically it can happen any Monday.
Oh,
early, like around this time.
Okay.
But you know what I'm saying? But nah, I like that. Let's keep this. You know what I mean? Keep it cute for the holidays.
Yeah, I like a reoccurring a routine. I'm a big routine guy.
Yeah,
you know,
type shit.
So
I like that.
Thanks for joining us. Thanks for coming back. I'm excited to talk to you. You're one of my favorite guys to watch on the internet because I feel like you're constantly gaining traction and making moves and inspiring me. So that always is fun to watch.
Fire.
So
I'm not gonna lie, you have been too. Shout out to the work that you and Heavy and Shadow have been putting in.
Thank you.
That shit has been gas to watch.
Thank you. Yeah, you got to come hang out one day.
Type shit.
Get some. How do you dance? Are you a dancer?
Nah.
Not at all.
Nah. That's
not even a little.
Hell no. DJing was because I would go to the party and go hang out by the speaker in the DJ booth.
Yeah.
Hell no.
I feel that
type shit.
I've been dancing in the booth a little bit lately. Like I've been kind of letting loose.
I mean, what are we talking about? What's your let loose?
I do a lot of bouncing. Okay. And then, you know, I'll get the hands up a little bit.
Yeah. Are you going full Jesus arm or not?
Sometimes. I think it depends on, you know, what's in my system.
Yeah.
To be honest.
Type shit. Yo, that's hilarious. I bounce around in the booth a little bit, but in terms of like, I'm not Ace. Ace will leave the booth and go battle a motherfucker.
Yeah, he can't stop himself from dancing.
Nah, it's a tick.
He can't contain it.
That's a fact.
I like it.
It's tight. It's dope knowing that your homies have ticks.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Shout out to Ace. What's up, bro?
That's so funny. So I just got back from my bachelor party yesterday.
Congrats, brother.
Thank you. Did you have a bachelor party?
I did.
What did you do for yours?
I kept it hella local. We did it the night before. The homies got me high on edibles, and we went to go play whirly ball.
Oh, that's so fire.
Yeah.
That's awesome. High whirly ball?
High whirly ball is kind of lit.
I got to do that. Did you feel like your aim was better?
Way better.
Were you hitting shots?
I was fucking up before. I was doing no-look passes and shit. I was kind of fucking it up. Yeah. I'm not going to lie, bro.
That's awesome.
I went from Dennis Rodman really fast to like Steph Curry. Motherfucker was really hitting shit from long range. Yeah. Like no looks and shit like it's the 80s. Yeah.
That's awesome.
Shit was gas.
Yeah, I went to Colorado. I wanted to keep it, you know, not too crazy. I'm not trying to go to the club. You know, a lot of my boys, they want to go blow it out, get a table, relive their 20s. I was
gonna say, how does that feel knowing that's like your regular?
Yeah, for me, like, you know, it's like whatever. I do this every fucking weekend. Yeah. So I wanted to, if a regular bachelor party was like reliving your 20s, I wanted to relive our teens. We brought a Super Smash N64, smoking weed, eating some mushrooms, hanging at the crib. We went and saw the No Good Boys at Red Rocks. My first time at Red Rocks, that was fucking sick.
Red Rocks is a different beast.
It was crazy.
Shout out to my homie DJ Low Key. It was the Mac Miller tour. I told you about this, but it was Anderson .Paak, Earl Sweatshirt, Thundercat up at Red Rocks. She was gas. Also, the weed was gas. Have you had a chance to go hiking out there yet?
I went. Yeah, I've been to the Rockies and went hiking in the Rockies.
Gas.
I've done that twice. It's sick.
They got on the other side of that mountain is a whole different bowl of worms in terms of weather.
Mm-hmm.
I think I went out there. Shout out to my homegirl. She took me. A-Love. Shout out to A-Love. Every time I come to Denver, me and her go hiking. We'll go right over to the other side of the other side of the Rockies. There's a whole town over there. I can't remember the name of it, but like they're going through 4 seasons up until like June. So it'll rain, it'll snow, it'll have like a whole blizzard. That shit was ill.
That's crazy.
Yeah.
I was up in the mountains and there was a huge elk like 10 feet in front of us.
That's scary.
And I just pulled my phone out and started recording. Like, no, it didn't even feel real. It felt like I was at the zoo. It felt like, like this thing was here because this is where it was supposed to be, and we're here because it's where we're supposed to be. Like, there was no danger in my mind whatsoever. And I pulled my phone out, and then this motherfucker checked me hard, like
shoulder check you?
Almost fucking ran at me, like.
Oh,
hit me with one of those,
you.
like flinched at me, and I was like, "Oh shit! Like this is real life. This thing could charge me and kill me in 2 seconds.
Stomp you the fuck out."
It was crazy. I got brought back to reality quick.
What'd you do after that? You got back in the car?
There was like
got the fuck on.
Well, the car was fucking way down there, but there was maybe like 5-6 people, and most of the people were kind of out of the way of the thing. I was like right in front of it. Yeah. And that happened, and everyone was like, "Oh shit," and like kind of ran the other way.
That's fucked up.
But I have it on video. I'll send it to Diamond Cut. He can put it in here.
Post it, like play it right here.
Bro, it was
type shit.
It was nuts. It was nuts. I just like, I could have gotten fucked up just from being an idiot, forgetting that like nature.
Yeah.
We think we rule the world as humans,
Nah.
You go up in the mountains, you get fucked up.
Dog. Don't wait till you see the wolves.
Yo.
Like mountain lions, all that shit, bro. We used to, my aunt used to live in Pasadena, California. She had these 2 big ass chows, but the fucking mountain lions were always fucking with them.
For real? The chows are like aggressive.
They're aggressive as fuck. And I think because it was 2 is the only reason that they were like still alive and shit.
They came back with some battle wounds?
Yeah, bro.
Damn. That's crazy. I
want fucking intense. Like, I don't know, man. I think it's super easy to forget that, like, just because of where we live, like, yeah, there's motherfuckers killing, stealing, and all sorts of shit, but like, a lion doesn't want anything but your motherfucking your food.
Soul. He wants your soul.
That's it. I just want to chew on your bones, bro.
Yeah, bro.
That's it.
Yeah, there's no like growing up in the Midwest, in Chicago, really, like a city, there's no fucking animal danger whatsoever. No. It's not even a thought one time.
Well,
in my life.
No. You go over there by them fucking by them parks, them little, what are they called?
Raccoons?
Nah, bro. Them big ass
coyotes.
The deers, bro.
The deers?
The deers will fuck you.
Do they charge people?
They charge at whips.
For real?
Oh my God.
Where?
Bro. All right. Me, the homie Atu, Neek, we had went down to South by Southwest. We had just passed the state line coming back. We get off to go to this gas station. We find out the gas station is closed. We got to go back. There's a motorcycle coming opposite direction. Deer bolts in front of the motorcycle. And as we're saying, oh, shit. Oh, that's crazy. We didn't even get to that's crazy before we got hit by a deer.
In the whip, he just ran into
smacked the fucking whip and then dipped. And the crazy part was we were trying to get like, I wish I was lying, bro.
What do you do after something like that happens?
Dog, you pull over, you call the police for a police report, and then the police officer shows up, and mind you, we're like in the middle of like nowhere. He was just, oh, you boys ain't never been hit by a deer before. Like, no, bitch. No. At all.
Did it fuck the car up?
Fuck the doors up.
That's crazy. Just T-boned your shit.
Yeah,
and
we
then
had
dipped?
like one of those conversion vans, like super low center of gravity conversion vans, and like dog ran into the side of the whip. Apparently, we found out the science from talking to the police officer. Before they hit shit, their body locks up. The same way like your stomach will lock up if I was to try to hit you in your tummy.
Yeah, like they flexed.
If the whole shit flexes and they go dead weight and they smack the side of your whip.
That's crazy.
And then they just get up uninjured.
And dip.
And just dip.
Just like, fuck your shit. This is my house.
Absolutely.
That's crazy. I didn't even know that.
Fucking Saquon Barkley.
Obviously, I
on the
know.
Side of your whip.
I know people hit deers. I didn't know deers hit cars.
Motherfuckers just run. It's just stark, dog.
Just like from the Jordan Peele movie, the dude that just running.
That's it.
Which one was that?
I have no clue. I haven't watched these movies yet, man.
Come on.
The
first one that came out. Get Out. Get Out. That's what it is. You didn't see Get Out?
Hell no. I'm tired of seeing white people be victorious, respectfully.
It's not. It's the opposite. It's like a black movie.
Black person doesn't win in that shit. If you have to go through any type of weird trauma like that, I'm good. Because I go through that shit in real life, bro.
Wait, I thought that Get Out was like...
Maybe I misunderstood the movie. But at least to me, I thought the premise of the movie was dude goes into a very uncomfortable situation. I used to deal with that type of shit working at Apple without people wanting to kill me or take blood away from me. I used to deal with that shit working at Apple. I used to deal with that shit just going into retail spaces. I'm good.
I mean, I guess the premise of the movie is that the black dude goes to the white family, but then you find out that these white people are like collecting the black people and like stealing their souls or whatever, and then there's like that's like the the underlying, the imagery or the message is like, we're out here doing bad things.
Yeah, I'm good.
You don't even want to.
No, it's just I used to work in retail, dog. I used to work at Apple, and I love my time at Apple, but you know how many times that like you found out the white homie wasn't the cool one? Like,
give me, go on.
All right. So what used to happen to a lot of us on the floor, particularly if you were a person of color, is you would go and greet somebody at the door. Hey, how you doing? Let me know if you need anything. And a motherfucker would hit you with one of these, like the smush lip. You familiar with that? This shit?
No. What is that? What is that?
Dog, we used to get that shit in droves. Motherfucker would walk. Bro.
What does that mean?
Bro. It's... Yo. Oh, all right, bro. We used to be at the door. You say what's up to somebody. And instead of smiling back or trying to acknowledge something, motherfucker go and walk clean past you and try to find another white associate. And then you get brought back to you and have to work with it.
Because like you're the guy that they're looking for.
They just don't believe it. It was like when I tell people my real name. Like majority of people not understanding. I mean, again, I know I don't enunciate the best. But like my real name is Baron.
Yeah. I knew that.
You know that.
That doesn't surprise me.
Because you know it.
Yeah.
I don't look like a Baron, bro.
What is a Baron? I've never met anyone named Baron.
But that's what I'm saying. I've introduced myself and people are like, yo, Byron. Like, that's the first one. Aaron. It's like Darren. I've been given everything but no. With a B. Oh, really?
Aaron with a B.
Type shit.
Baron.
Well,
are there any famous Barons?
Davis.
The Berenstein Bears.
Baron Davis.
Baron Davis. Is that a musician?
Basketball player.
Basketball. Yeah. I don't know.
And I guess, you know what I'm saying, the turmeric and chief son.
The smush lip, huh?
Yeah, nah, we used to get that shit all the time. So to
you
even
don't
feel that shit in a movie, I'm good. I've lived that before. Show me Final Destination or some shit.
Are you sure it's like they're not fucking with you because you're black, or they're just not like you're the first person they see at the door? I feel like I smush lip anybody sometimes if that's the mood I'm in. It doesn't matter who it is. You know, like someone greets you at the door, you're just like, You don't want to say shit to them, no matter what they
do it
look
again.
like.
Do it again. See, it's not that though.
Okay, what is
It's
it?
way flatter.
Like that?
Yeah. It's no head nod.
No head nod.
No head nod.
Not even a head nod. Just the
Just walk past.
like. What are you
It's
doing
it's
talking
almost
to
like
me?
an attempt to smile, but you just don't recognize that you're not smiling.
You think you're smiling?
You think you're smiling, but you're not.
In your mind, you're smiling. It just doesn't come out.
We used to deal with that shit all the time. No, we used to talk about that shit. It's a thing. Like, if you get another retail worker that particularly work in those type of spaces, bro. I used to get that shit when I worked at it's shit called. I was a stock guy at Intermix. I used to work at Barney's and shit when they were open. And dog, you would get Smush Lips City.
That's so funny.
So no, I didn't watch Get Out because I wasn't gonna watch a movie that was like, oh word, it's going. Oh, you want to show me the nastier side of the Smush Lip? I'm good. But
You're like
maybe
that-
I need to. Maybe I need to go support.
No, I mean support maybe, but like it makes sense, you know. Like he's making that as someone who lived it and is like, yo, this is what I'm going through, and you're like, yeah, I know, I've been there. I don't need to watch
Type
it.
shit.
You know, you're like, yeah,
Yeah.
you guys should go watch that.
Yeah, nah, go watch that shit. I've been there, dog. You know what I'm saying? Like I remember me and my wife went to. Actually, it wasn't even that bad. It wasn't that bad. It was just weird. So, one of my wife's friends got married in Nashville. The friend happens to be white, married a white person that's from Nashville. And then when you end up going to the property and you see all the flags and shit, and you're like, yo, am I welcome? Am I good?
Like Confederate
Yeah,
flags.
you see like Confederate flags, you see all sorts of shit.
That's crazy.
And you walking up on the property and the motherfucker gives you one of these,
That's crazy.
bro. And then it's like, hey, how you doing? Oh man, got a crawfish boil on the back. And it's like, all right, bet. I guess if this shit isn't poison, fuck yeah, let's go.
Okay, so did you see Sinners? This makes me think of Sinners, bro. Sinners is fucking fire.
Tell me more.
Fire. First of all, the acting is incredible. The Michael B. Jordan absolutely
What's the premise?
wrecks it. I don't really want to say because
it would ruin it for
there's
you?
like there's good moments of surprise in the premise because
Okay.
it sort of starts out you're like, what is this? But dude, so
Go see it.
fucking fire.
Okay.
So fire. Not even on some like, yeah, no, it's really good. It's
Bet.
really good. Have you ever seen From Dusk Till Dawn, Tarantino?
Are there vampires in that one?
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
Black pussy, yellow pussy, red pussy.
Not gonna
You
lie.
remember that? That Danny
Yes,
Trejo?
but also I feel like there's a Jamaican record for that. I think there's a dancehall record. I think it's
Like
called
that
Punani.
sampled that?
Yeah, no. Just let me Punani, money Punani, Asian Punani. You know what I'm saying? Shout out to Punani.
Yeah, Sinners is
it's
awesome,
fire.
bro.
That's crazy.
I've been on my blues shit after watching it. I was inspired.
Who are you fucking with on the blue? Are you fucking with new artists or old shit?
Well, I haven't done a deep dive into like real blues shit, but blues inspired like house music and shit, like dance music that's sampling blues stuff. There's this new Yolanda Be Cool track that's my favorite track to play right now,
That's fine.
and it's got a big like harmonica riff in it. It's so dope.
All right. So you've been posting some shit that I find interesting. I think it was like what? Was it 34 months or 175 days since I played No Hands or some shit?
It's been 213 days since I played A Ladies.
So how's the disco house shit been going? Is it disco or is it disco house or what is it?
So it's kind of evolved since we started. When we first started, it was like disco, like classic disco. Not even disco house. No 4 to the floor shit. Like they're playing house music upstairs. Let them have house music. We're doing disco down here. And then it has evolved more leaning disco house,
Yeah.
but sort of later in the night. And
Okay. So you're starting full disco. Like you're
We're
probably burning through that fucking Diana Ross shit. You're probably burning through.
yeah, we're starting with a lot of the classics and then some like pop disco remixes because there's some bachelorettes in there and shit. But
How often are you playing ABBA?
Which one? Just ABBA in general?
In general.
Every night. Absolutely. Without a doubt. You hate ABBA. They're not even disco.
No, they're disco. They're just
ABBA fucks, bro.
no, ABBA goes hard.
It's just played out. It's played out for sure. But if you're in the disco room.
Yeah.
Like you gotta like.
Have you heard of a group called Inner Life?
Inner Life?
Yeah.
No.
So Larry Levan,
Okay.
one of my favorite producers, but an amazing DJ. He ran the Paradise Garage.
Yeah.
Produced for Inner Life. They have this really dope version of Ain't No Mountain High Enough, the cover by Marvin and Tammy and shit. Chef's kiss.
When did it come out?
Came out, I want to say like late 70s, early 80s.
Okay.
It's gas.
I gotta hear it.
But that's what I'm saying. There's like a whole wave of disco that isn't Studio 54 disco. That's like super but again, I can only imagine in that room, it's like, all right, I can't go play all the Philly shit.
You can play anything, bro. Literally anything, because it's dance
without getting
floor.
asked for ABBA every 5 minutes.
Yeah. So the requests in there are like, some days there's not one, not a single one,
okay.
And then some days there's 30.
Yeah,
it's kind of crazy. I don't even know how to calibrate that.
What's going on in the room and shit.
But in that room in particular, it's a dance floor. So like, as long as you keep the groove,
yeah,
you could play whatever the fuck you want, because people are
That's
dancing. Fun. It's dope. It's really dope. I've personally, before DJing there, have never DJ'd for a dance floor. Really, it's all bottle service. My whole career has been bottle service.
The whole rip?
Yeah, I mean, I started at Sub T doing hip hop shows, which is definitely not a dance floor. And then I guess a live one, there was a lot of dancing there. A live one was dancing, I guess.
It's for sure dancing.
Yeah,
that was
dancing. So yeah, maybe earlier. And then like once I got into the club shit and bottle service shit, I just leaned fully into it. And
what was your first spot?
Stout.
Okay.
Stout was the first spot I like played downtown, had a residency at. And then ever since then, it's just been bottle blondes and.
All right, what type of top 40 were you doing? Were you doing urban top 40 or were you just doing everything?
At Stout?
Yeah.
It was everything but more pop than it was urban. Like we were playing Big Sean Ass, you know?
Okay.
And A-Ladies and all that shit. But also all the Nicki Minaj Starships and Neo and Calvin Harris and all that 2010 shit. That's like hot right now.
Oh, shit. Have you seen the Black Eyed Peas make a resurgence at all or no?
Yeah, for sure.
Okay.
The Black Eyed Peas,
their old shit in 2010s was kind of slept on because of how poppy it was, but the shit was kind of gas.
Like Boom Boom Pow?
Nah, I gotta find the name of the record, but Boom Boom Pow is decent. They took a lot of really dope cultural things, like that French house shit, Miami bass. I'm trying to think, because technically, even Fergalicious kind of like a Miami bass record.
Yeah, it's got those drums and that feel for sure.
Yeah, so they're kind of pulled from like a bunch of old shit in order to make the new.
Yeah,
but like a lot of that shit went super, super, super hard.
Yeah,
it was just pop, and so motherfuckers like.
Yeah,
it just got washed.
It's a little corny. Yeah, I feel that. The what I'm playing a lot of, like my favorite shit to play in the disco is a lot of the DeSofer remixes.
Okay.
And Goshfather's got some great tracks.
Are you Patreoning, like SoundCloud downloading these, or like how does this work?
SoundCloud. There was a while when I was on some people's Patreons before they all got shook and stopped doing that after the labels came for the record pools.
Yeah, because they're on that. Well, because they're in the process of passing that law where it's like it's good for new music before a time period. Anything that's back catalog, they're about to get rid of.
Anything from too far back. Yeah, I was talking with Kid Clay about this. I want to talk to you about it too. We'll put a bookmark in it. But I'm getting a lot of my music from the homies, and also I watch a ton of YouTube mixes.
Okay.
I watch a ton of disco mixes, disco house mixes, groovy house, all this shit, and then I'm like, ooh, I want that. I'll go try and find it, you know?
Type shit. Nah, for me, a lot of the shit that I've been playing has been from two places. For some reason, late at night, my advertisement algorithm gets really fired with music. Like on some, maybe 1 out of 3 advertisements is a slap.
Really?
Yeah. So I've been able to find new artists that way, and then
That's dope.
the second one is normally SoundCloud. But what I'll do is I'll go find my favorites, like find some of my favorite DJs, some of my favorite curators, and I'll just go through their likes.
Yeah.
Or if there's a song that does, like, the real finesse is understanding how the algorithm works on SoundCloud. So like if you like a song, go see what playlist the song's in. And normally that playlist has other heat that's like related to it. So it would be some kid from Norway, but he'll have hella like baile funk. All right, bet. I like that record. Let me see where that. Oh, okay, let me see what this kid is listening to. All right, bet.
Yeah. I kind of do the same thing on Spotify. If I hear a song I like, I'll find it on Spotify, and then I'll go to the radio of this song.
Type shit.
Gives you a playlist, and I go through that, and I sort of just get lost in that.
The only thing I don't fuck with is like Spotify. You can't download that shit.
Well, you're not supposed to be able to, but
Type.
a friend told me once that he's
Okay.
able to. So
Type,
if you need his
shout out to the
number, let me
birdie.
know.
Huh. Type shit. Yes.
Yeah.
No, I don't need anything like that because I'm not trying to break
Yeah.
type shit.
Yeah.
We'll talk.
Yeah. I got you. But yeah, it's great. It's been awesome playing for a dance floor, playing fun music, playing house music. I mean, that's what disco is. That's what house music is, disco, right?
Yeah, for
like
sure.
disco evolved into house. I was fucking with house music for a couple years now, since like 2022, I'd say. I've been really fucking with the new house music, going back and listening to old shit, having an actual real appreciation for house music. Like, I'm from Chicago. I grew up here. Never once in my life did I ever give a fuck about house music. Like, I knew it came from here, but it never did anything for me. I'd hear it and it never like captivated me.
You never went to like some of the raves or anything that was still happening here?
No.
When I first moved here, I think it was like on 39th and State when the projects were still up. They used to have these old raves, and it reminded me so much of Detroit, but like, be a big ass wall. One, it'd be a big ass warehouse on State and 39th or somewhere in there. It'd be somewhere in the 30s. And they would have like these wall projections. It'd be like a video games, but they're glitching. And a motherfucker just playing like happy core house, like happy core trance and shit like that. And you'd be like, I can see if I was high, this could be a vibe. But it's super fucking fast. It's like 140, 150 BPMs. And just like,
That's that Jake Shore shit.
I can't fuck with it.
I'm not a big fan of the
I can't
fast
fuck with
shit.
it. But when I got a chance to see Andre Hatchett for the first time and Terry Hunter at the Shrine when that was open was insane.
Really?
Yeah.
I bet. Yeah, see, like, to me, you say the Shrine and all I can think is hip-hop. Like, they did the illest hip-hop shows there. I didn't even know they did a house thing there once.
Yeah. Nah, Terry Hunter used to have a night there. I got a chance to see Andre Hatchett because of him. Ron Carroll, God bless his soul.
R.I.P.
Trying to think of who else. Nah, but when I thought of the Shrine, I thought of Timbuktu.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. R.I.P.
But they had a dance hall night, if I'm not mistaken. And they also had like various house nights on top of performances and shit.
Yeah.
Like I got a chance to see, I think it was Rakim there. I got a chance to see a bunch of people there. That shit was gas.
So even back then, like when you were going to those, when you went to that rave, when you saw Terry Hunter, all that, were you in DJ mode? Were you like,
I
oh,
was an
this
artist
music's dope? I like, what song is this? Let me find out. Like, were you
Nah, man.
were you inspired in that way? Like, oh, they're playing this shit and it's making me feel good. I want to play this shit too. Or was it just like, oh, this is dope because it's Chicago and it's house music and it's...
No, it was just like, for me, it was tapping into the culture here. I've been DJing for 15 years. But prior to me doing that, I've been an artist, I've been a producer. DJing is still kind of newish, but it was one of the spots. Like when I went to go see Tim and Jay Illa, I would go hang out by the booth. Or Torre, I would go hang out by the booth and try to figure out what they were doing.
Yeah.
Even when I would go to Funky Buddha, I would go watch Word, because he had a residency there. And you would just, that was when I was getting into it. But initially I was getting into it to learn how to mix. Because like we're doing all these boom bap records and shit like that, and we're gonna go to do these shows, and like it sounds good on a computer, it sounds good on home speakers, but like it doesn't bang as hard at the fucking venue. All right, bet I'm gonna go listen. Like I'm gonna go to what the fuck was the name of that spot that was up? Annex. You remember Annex?
Annex.
It was in Wicker Park, right above. All right, on that corner, Damon and North. Milwaukee, there used to be a Michigan State bar at the bottom. Shout out to my homegirl Maya. She used to work down there. And then upstairs they had a 4 a.m. called Annex, and they had one of the best sound systems.
The name sounds so familiar. I don't think I ever went there.
Type shit.
It was a club, like a legit club. Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't think I went there.
Matter of fact, actually, you remember there was a dude named, I think his name was either Corey or Chris. He used to be the security guard at Sub T. Light skinned dude, kind of brolic, kind of like maybe 6'1", 6'2".
I don't remember any security from Sub T.
Well, fun night. Me and him had finally gotten cool. And
It was
you know,
one of
I don't
those
know. Like I feel like you go through a hazing process here, particularly when you're trying to get into nightlife.
Yeah, absolutely.
You know what I'm saying? Security doesn't fuck with you, and then one day it's like, nah, that's my man. Like,
yeah. He's seen you enough times. You've had enough interactions. He can let his guard down.
Exactly.
You guys can be friendly now.
Go up there. I think it was a what is the Puerto Rican holiday that we have here?
The parade.
It was during that weekend, and it was pretty consistent that there was always a fight around that time. I seen this motherfucker clear a whole floor. Throwing them bitches.
That's awesome.
Yeah. Shout out to Mark Major. Mark Major was there. me and homie Mark Major. Yeah.
Yeah, you need a good security guard like that sometimes.
Hell yeah.
Just someone who could throw some bodies around, take some people out.
Bro, go crazy.
Yeah.
Shout out to all my dog. I used to be at Hubbard Inn. Shout out to Sigma Chris and Kid Clay. And there was this, I got to find dog because he was cool as fuck, but he was turned. He was really, really, really fucking turned. He was a short Latino dude, and he had cauliflower ears. So when you talk to him and shit, like he's over, while other security guards are chilling, like the big fat ones are chilling, homie's over there practicing punches and strikes and shit.
Shadow boxing.
Yeah, he's shadow boxing while he's over here. But it's like on beat, so you can't be mad.
He's getting ready.
It's like, yo, like why are you doing this shit over here? But he's getting to it. Heart rate through the fucking roof right now.
Yeah, he's warmed up.
He's warmed the fuck up, dog. But he was cool as fuck. But he used to just shadow box while I DJ. I kind of miss that shit. He was kind of like a Brazilian jiu-jitsu, like go-go dancer.
Yeah, like
kinda.
a capoeira. Like, yeah, that'd be tight. Instead of having like two Zantra girls, you just have two Brazilian jiu-jitsu guys rolling around with each other.
Dog, what? No, just could you imagine like just two cages? Motherfucker get choked out in one, leg locked in another.
Yeah, that'd be sick.
That'd be gas, man. Needs to happen.
And we need to start innovating.
It's time.
We need to start coming up, making these spaces very unique.
Yeah.
Having something to look at that's not just the regular old shit. You walk into a spot and you're like, I've seen the lights.
Yeah.
I've seen the LED screens. I've seen the fake greenery. I've seen the neon signs.
I've seen the shrubs.
I've seen the shrubs.
I've seen the shrub on the wall.
Yeah.
Yeah, where the girls go take the step and repeats.
Yeah.
I've seen the step and repeats. I've seen all that shit. That shit's boring as fuck.
Yeah.
It's all right. I have a question for you. As somebody that dealt with bottle service, I feel like calling that shit VIP is lazy.
Calling just any table VIP
Is lazy as fuck.
Absolutely. You're just mad regular at a table. I don't think you're VIP unless you're spending crazy money.
But even then, like, shouldn't you be in another side of the venue? Shouldn't there be like a different experience for you? Because I feel like a dude can work a double with him and his homies, and like for Hector's like 30th birthday, it's cracking now. Chadwick can do this too.
Yeah.
I feel like if you and the homies get together for it, hey yo bro, you work a double, I'll work a double. We gonna get this bottle. We gonna be here for at least an hour before we get booted out for the next person.
Yeah.
That isn't very important.
No. The VIP I don't think comes with where you're sat. I think it comes with where you're allowed to go in the club from your table.
Yeah.
Security escorts you to the back stairway so you could do cocaine with some people.
Type shit.
That's VIP.
Yes.
You know, like,
you should be able to go get the fancy shit with the owner.
You get some chicken nuggets with some caviar on it.
Yeah.
That's VIP. Everyone sits in this at the same tables, but where you could roam around the rest of the club, I think determines how VIP you really are.
Yeah.
You know?
Cause like I used to watch all those fucking like movies back in the 80s, like from the 80s, 90s, and you would see like a club experience where a motherfucker would be VIP, but it would be like a senator or some really dope artist or whatever the case may be, and they would get brought in through the back, through the kitchen. There would be, all right, cool, we got this really expensive wine or whatever the fuck over here that the rest of the room can't get.
I think we need to get back to that. I think that's what we need to strive for right now. How do you feel about nightlife in Chicago right now? Because I think that table service is dying. Dance floors are coming back.
Yeah.
Music matters more.
Yeah.
Songs are playing longer.
Yeah.
Things are slowing down a bit. People are a little bit more open to hearing something that they don't know if it's good enough to captivate the room. You know, if you win over 51% of the room with something, I think the other 49%
will fall on,
are more likely to follow along and enjoy it.
I feel like there's 3 types of rooms right now. I feel like there is a I'm new to outside room, and you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
This
like
is
you're
normally
beginner. You're beginners.
Where like you're still coming up to the DJ requesting shit like how you would at like a high school party.
Yeah.
And then there are rooms where like there are these really cool underground parties that have happening. Like right now, I'm not sure if you've seen this shit, but there's a whole venue in Chicago that's like, it's super underground. There's no really address on it, but it's in a bank vault.
I don't think I know about
basement and shit.
It doesn't have a name?
I think it's like Red Line something.
Oh, Red Line throws parties in all different locations.
No. Then it's not that. There's a new venue here that's in a bank vault.
Is it on Milwaukee in Division?
No.
Because I know that there used to be a bank vault down there.
No, you're thinking about fuck, what's the name of that place? They did that shit during COVID where they got him kicked out of there and closed for good. They were throwing parties during COVID.
I remember going
that.
there in like 2015, 2014 maybe even. I don't know about during
COVID. What was the
COVID.
name of that venue, bro?
But it was a sick spot. I remember walking through the big vault door. It was dope.
That shit was fire. I've been there. They even tried to turn it into like some ghost and ghoul shit when me and Ace were there. We were trying to get nightlife back in there, and it just wasn't happening. But anyway, I think there's a bunch of dope underground shit that's happening in the city.
Mm-hmm.
But I think for some of the bigger rooms right now, I think a lot of people are getting to slower, like longer mix formats. House, disco, even the Amapiano stuff. I just think right now, if you have a unique voice, you kind of, the shit that you might have gotten chastised for in the 2010s and maybe early 2020s, like, I don't think that's happening right now.
Yeah, like when you mean, when you say unique voice, you mean like your DJ style?
Yeah.
Okay, tight. Yeah, I think the same thing.
You know
I think if you were trying to get into clubs as like a dope DJ who's doing cool things, you were shunned and you were like, you need to be in Wicker Park. They do that shit in Wicker Park.
Yeah,
you know?
Yeah, for
and
sure.
And now it feels like that is coming to mainstream.
For sure.
Yeah, it feels like it's switching right now.
Yeah, no, I mean, like, I was quote unquote a Wicker Park DJ.
Yeah,
and still am to a degree.
Which is like, I think some people.
It wasn't a flex a long time ago. Now it is. So.
Yeah, it wasn't a flex because people didn't really respect the art of DJing at all.
Yeah,
and now it is a flex because I think people are starting to at least a little bit understand what's going on in the booth and have some respect for what we're doing up there.
I think that, and I also think too, like a lot of the YouTube culture that's happening right now in terms of like the live performances or just like shooting inside the homie's crib, shooting at a coffee spot, shooting on top of at the boat. You know what I'm saying? Like a lot of that shit is kind of dope. I want this different ass experience versus me being in a club. Versus me being surrounded by bottle service and shit like that. I think we're starting to get into a lot of that, which is, I don't know, a lot of the victory that we've been having as of late. Like,
go on. Tell me more about that. What do you mean?
So, shout out to A Spade. That's my partner in colors. We've been having like really dope successes in different spaces that maybe it wouldn't have worked previously. So past Halloween, mind you, when I first started working, a lot of it was club, bar, and you might have had a monthly, actually, I don't even think monthlies are really a thing unless you were really doing a specific party, but it was normally like weekly. So you would just work for the bar. You might get $400 or $500 a day or whatever the case may be, but at a certain point, we learned that we could take the party outside of clubs and bars. And so we did something at Blaze Bakery in Logan Square where we brought, I want to say like close to 300 people, 300 to 400 people into that space.
That's an insane amount of value to be able to bring 300 or 400 people somewhere.
You know what I'm saying? So
that's
like,
crazy.
So being able to bring people into that space, have people cycle out, see things, like see what's going on inside. We're like, oh shit, we could have been doing this the whole time. And then it kind of manifested into like, because like before 2023, you couldn't have told me that I would be selling tickets to an event.
Yeah.
And that's majority of how we're eating now.
That's sick.
You know what I'm saying? There's like ticket sales, maybe like bar sales or whatever the case may be. I was scared of that shit beforehand.
Mm-hmm.
Like even the fallout I had with nights and weekends, that turned into what I'm doing now.
So it ended up being a good thing.
Yeah, it ended up being a good thing.
Yeah, that's great.
You
That's
know
how
what
it's
I'm
supposed to work.
That's it. But at the time, I had been so used to, all right, I make a fixed amount, so that gives me the freedom to play whatever the fuck I'm playing. Because now I don't necessarily have to worry about, all right, well, you bought a bottle, so you get a chance to dictate what's going on in the room. My rate doesn't change if you bought a bottle or not.
Mm-hmm.
But now we get to do something very specific, very, like we're coming up with new shit now. Like, yo, dog, we've played enough R&B. Let's go play the fun shit. Like, let's go play Baile Funk. Let's go play Jersey. Let's go design a party that's different and has a unique voice. All right, bet.
So you're talking about starting a different party outside of Colors, not playing different shit in Colors. Okay.
That's the goal. Like, that's the goal in starting next year.
It seems like you have found a home though at Never Have I Ever, right?
Shout out to Dom.
I mean, for at least for the moment.
Yeah.
So you were like, we could bounce around, do it at Blaze Bakery. I seen you do it at the spot in Logan, right next to Blaze. Whistler.
Yeah. That's how the relationship started. So we were over there. The owner, I can't remember his name right now. Really good dude though. It's like, hey, would you guys be interested in doing a party over here? At the time, we were kind of new to having people RSVP and didn't really know the value of it. So we brought in people to shoot. We brought in sound. We brought in a bunch of shit. And like we were able to eat from that. And when we were able to eat from it, it was like, oh shit, okay. So we did we didn't put a location for the party. But we did something at Y Bar where they found out maybe like 24 hours before. And we ran it up in there and we were just like, oh, okay, they're just willing to go with us. They fuck with us so much that they're willing to go to different places. So we had a party at In Session. We have a party at Penny Whistle. But now we're, at least for us, it's like, nah, man, like I want to get into cooler venues. I want something that feels, if we're gonna do it monthly, like why not move venues? Why not move around? Why not go seek? Why not show other people cool shit in the city?
Yeah, because now you're thinking like, okay, we have a following. These people are following us. We love that. We enjoy it. Let's give back to them instead of just doing this at the same spot.
Yeah.
It's the same thing over and over. Bring them to a new venue that's a new experience that they're gonna like, and that just makes them bigger fans. You know what I'm saying? Like,
absolutely. No, I mean that and shit. Once you realize like everything that goes into it, like, all right, bet this is the production. When you go out and if you're able to book your guest DJ, the photographer, bringing your homegirls who are bartenders, do the graphic design for it, do the video recap. Like at that point, bro, you're a production. And so like, why not go find more people who are like-minded who might do something different? Like go find somebody who does video projection or animation and put some fly shit up on the wall with your name on it. Like it's been a dream for me to throw a party in a laundromat for a minute. It sounds stupid as fuck, but that shit sounds raw as fuck at the same time.
are you doing it?
I'm gonna have to.
Are you like currently working on it? Are you cooking right now? You got a spot?
Yeah, we don't have a spot right now, but right now that's one of the concepts that we want to do for next year.
Dope.
We want to take places that aren't necessarily associated with a good time and just.
Yeah. Can you bring your laundry there to do?
If you want.
If
that's your lifestyle, if that's what you need.
I mean, if I'm going to do my laundry somewhere and there's like, you know, there's the radios on in there, or there's like some really dope DJs in there to listen to, I'm gonna go listen to the DJs while I do my laundry. You know what I'm saying?
Type shit. I mean, hopefully you can. I mean, hopefully no one's twerking over your laundry.
Yeah, that could be an issue.
Just saying.
They're on the machines. You can't get in there. Just throwing ass up against the dryer.
I'm just saying, bro. How you got pink eye?
Yeah. Now you got pink eye. Yeah, maybe no laundry at the party.
I don't know. Just depends on what you're comfortable with. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
No, it's just I feel like I don't know. I just feel like it's kind of limitless right now. If you're creative enough.
Yeah, it's really dope. People are more apt to following the DJ than they are to just going to the hot spot. It used to be we're going to the hot spot. There is no hot spot anymore. Celeste, actually.
Type shit. That's a clip.
Yeah, I mean the hot spots are it's not that. The culture's different right now. That was the culture for a long time. This is the hot club. It doesn't even matter who's DJing in there. I know that they're gonna play
XYZ. I'm good.
A-ladies.
Type shit. Or it's just it's a certain level of like consistency. No venue has it right now because everyone's doing monthlies and everyone. You know what I'm saying?
Yep.
So it's all over the fucking place. Like one night it might be a Latin night. One night it might be house. One night it might be 2000s pop music.
Yeah. Clubs put it on the DJs so much to bring a crowd and have tried to squeeze that aspect out of the.
I think it's good for us.
It's good for us.
I think it's great for us.
Because it hit rock bottom. That whole thing hit rock bottom. And now...
No, I don't think DJs knew what the fuck was going on in real time. And I think we got comfortable with like promoters doing shit for us or being at a cracking bar or whatever the case may be. Hey, my boy, you've been playing A ladies, but you know that you're way more talented than the music that you're playing. Like, we're starting to get like hi-fi wax bars now. We're starting to get a bunch of really cool venues coming into the city, and it's like, nah, my dog, that's what I'm saying. Have a unique voice. Like right now, there's a party at Emporium in Fulton Market, which I think formerly used to be Lumen.
Oh, that Emporium right there was Lumen, yeah.
And so now there are parties that are happening there. I forgot. Shout out to Justin. He told me about this girl who's doing like this Latin night.
Justin and his Shih Tzu.
Yeah. Like fucking Penelope. Shout out to Penelope. Penelope is fucking fire.
Diamond Cut knows Justin and his Shih Tzu.
Hell yeah. I'll be kicking it, dog. That's my favorite part of playing there. It'll be cracking. And then he'll come around the corner with the Shih Tzu. Shout out to Penny Pasta, man.
Yeah.
But nah, bro. There's this girl there that's doing this really cool, unique, like femme Latin night, and it's been cracking. Like people coming out of the woodworks, and a lot of it's like people who have TikTok influencers. So like right now, you're kind of empowered to do the shit if you're really focused. Like if you're not scared of your voice. Like, if you're not scared of, oh, man, I don't know if these people are going to come out for this shit, but you can create something credible enough in this space where it's like, that's unique enough, motherfuckers to seek it out. Because technically, there's a lot of people that are asking for shit that isn't happening. Like, they've been trying to bring, like, this, I think there's a party called Dang that's, like, national. But they've been trying to do this K Tronada, Anderson Paak energy party. And from what I've seen, it sells out. But I've also haven't seen it. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. Yeah. I think it's niche. We're niche right now. We're building from, to me, nightlife crumbled. Nightlife absolutely crumbled to nothing. We hit rock bottom, and now we're on the way back up. And everything that's happening right now is the foundation for where it's going to go.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah. I think whatever you do now is going to set up your next 5 years.
Yeah. And it's like people are looking for intentional things. They're looking for intentional music. They're looking for specific things. They're looking for an experience. They're looking, if they're leaving the crib and spending their money, they want exactly what they want.
Well, I also think there are people who are not doing so well right now, but still look at the club as a way to escape.
Mm-hmm.
And so, dog, if I'm going to spend $20 on a fucking mixed cocktail, a fee to get in, et cetera, dog, I want to hear some shit. I really want to be a part of this nightlife shit.
Yeah. I want to connect as deeply as possible if I'm leaving the crib.
Absolutely.
Yeah, it makes sense.
And I think what's dope about that is like, but even that's a runway to go do some shit right now. There's somebody out there who's been waiting to hear a K-pop party. Mm-hmm. And I'm not saying that's going to be me, but there's somebody out there waiting for that shit to happen as soon as you drop the flyer, but they're not in your friend group. So now you need to figure out how you get that out to them.
Yeah. Yeah. Or you start it and you build it and they will come, right?
For sure.
That's how it is. If you love K-pop, throw a K-pop party because there's other motherfuckers that love it. And if you start that shit, word will spread.
Absolutely. Absolutely. Like a lot of the Colors party that we do at Never Have I Ever is kind of inspired by like selection. Kind of inspired about like early Wicker Park kind of clubbing and shit like that. Like when we used to listen to Blog House and you would go hear Mastercraft or Justice, but you would also hear Waka Flocka. And then you would also hear like Santo Gold, Nerd, or whatever the case may be, where it was just a hodgepodge of just different music, trap shit, everything. Like people are really looking for that type of skill set and music taste because everything is so compartmentalized. There's a whole world of people like, shout out to Global Currency, Mochi and DJ Iggy. Are you familiar?
Yes. I've been seeing their party since I was in Houston, and I was like, damn, this is dope.
Yeah. And so it's a lot of culture, right? So there's Amapiano, there's Bouillon, there's Guam, there's Dimbao, there's was it Garacha? I might be fucking it up. But they're also mixing in Indian influences. Like the more exotic, the better. And I remember back when 2015, dog, if you're trying to get off an Afrobeat record and it didn't sound like dancehall, it was a rap.
Yeah.
And so now for it to be so accepted where they're like, I'm a piano parties, that shit is gas as fuck to me.
Thank you guys for watching and supporting the show. The Party with Strategy podcast has a brand new sponsor, a local Chicago meal prep company, Prepped and Plated. Female owned and operated. I've known this woman for a long time. She's fantastic, and I love what she's doing right now. She's giving people what they want. She's giving me what I'm looking for, and everyone else I talk to is looking for. Locally sourced meats, no steroids, antibiotics, hormones, or preservatives. No dyes, no seed oils, no sugar added. Everything is clean, good ingredients, high quality, and it tastes even better than all the things that I just said. It's a great company. I'm excited. She's helping me shred for my wedding that I got coming up. We're working together. We're building something. We're supporting Chicago. I think if you guys are looking for good, high quality food, if you're looking for a diet plan, or if you're just looking to support a local Chicago business, go to preppedandplated.com. Place your order. It's easy. Add your meals to the cart. Check out. They get delivered straight to you. Boom, you're ready to go. Let's go, champ. Let's get back to the show. Thank you again for watching and supporting. Booyah. But you know what I hate?
Talk about it.
We've been talking too positive for the last 30 minutes.
You think
and
so?
we need to talk about something that I
Let's
hate.
talk about some shit. What you want to do? What you want to hate on, bro?
How culturally expansive people's music taste has become is dope. Really dope.
Sounds like it's coming with a caveat.
It's really dope, but where you're going to get that, like a Global Currency.
Mm-hmm.
That's incredible.
Mm-hmm.
If that's what you're looking for, they have created that for you.
Absolutely.
But it also is kind of bleeding into just regular rooms where last week I'm playing music and some girl comes up and wants this Arabic song.
Yeah.
And she shows it to me on her phone. I'm on sticks now, so I got the golden excuse of I don't have it.
I don't have it. Sorry. Yeah.
So I was like, yeah, I can't play that. I don't even know what it is. I can't download it. Like, I'm sorry. And her friend came over to me and she goes, did you tell my friend that you wouldn't play her song? Did you tell her that you wouldn't play her song?
Yeah.
And I was like, yeah, I told her I wouldn't because I can't. And she was like, so you can't. If you could, you would. And I was like, yeah, maybe.
Oh, you think it's making people pussy?
No, I think
Or
it's
like
making
entitled.
people very entitled to their culture. This girl was obviously like Arabic and wanted to hear her Arabic music in the club
For sure.
that nobody else knows.
For sure.
And me not doing that is like wrong now. Is like rude.
You know what's fucked up? Shit is so fucked up racially right now that instead of it being, all right, there's a technology limitation. It's not on here. And we don't play from those. It becomes, well, the white guy told you he wouldn't play it.
That's exactly what it was.
Yeah.
That's exactly what it was. Her friend was like ready to file a lawsuit against me.
For sure.
I
She was going to ACLU you, bro.
I kind of wanted to push her into it just to see what would happen. Because that would be good. That's good. That's good promo for the pot.
Expensive promo.
That's good promo for the pot.
That's a good. That's expensive
DJ
promo.
is sued for not playing Middle Eastern music.
Dog, you know how many times a motherfucker asked me for an RL Grime remix or something? And I'm like, dog, you're at a hip hop party, bro. This isn't it.
yeah, it goes the other way.
For sure. No, that shit gets weird. I think just a lot of all right.
People get entitled.
Let's talk that request shit, bro.
They're like, I'm hearing Bad Bunny, I'm hearing Dembo, I'm hearing Afro beats. Where the fuck is my culture? My culture is not being represented in this playlist. What the fuck?
And I feel them if it was an open format room and the technology went for it, or if there was an intention of the room. Like if you're playing open format, the fucked up part is, dog, if you're Palestinian or some type of Arab, I think
you got to make hotter shit.
No, they have hot shit though. But it's
you got to get a Bad Bunny. Every culture needs a Bad Bunny. Every culture needs the standout artist that's going to bring their shit to the mainstream.
For sure. You know what though? I will say this. I had to play a wedding where I had to play a little bit of that music. I think once you find out what goes, it goes.
Yeah, absolutely.
But if it isn't, like if this is a mainstream room, we're not doing that, unfortunately. And it's not as a shot to you. It's just we're doing what's hot that everybody knows.
Yeah, or what I like as the DJ. I might know some fucking, I might know AP Dillon Brown Monday or some shit, some Indian shit, because I've played in a couple rooms where I've milked some Indian guys for $200 and I had to play their song, and then all of a sudden it's a banger and I'm like, well, let me just throw that in the
for sure.
Maybe I got a play it list if there's enough brown people gathering in the room.
Yeah, because the fucked up part I think is like the default is like the Punjabi shit, and that's not it. Like that's not everybody. Not that many people are Punjabi.
Right.
And so it's like it's kind of that shit. But nah, dog. Like my worry about the request shit now is that like because they have so much access to DJs, and it depends on the type of party you're throwing, where you need to be accessible. But motherfuckers are really like, I had a girl get mad at me. I was doing a Wayne set. Like I was just going through a bunch of Wayne records. And girl got mad at me and was like, yo, why aren't you playing any women? I'm like, dog, because I'm doing a power set of just Wayne right now. But you don't get what I'm doing. So there's the information there.
It's crazy. It's the entitlement. It's just crazy to me that it's gone, because like it's normal for it to be a song, right? I want to hear this song that I love.
Yeah.
But it's a song that everybody knows.
For sure.
And it's just gone deeper than that. It's gotten so much deeper than that. I want to hear this song that I love because it represents my culture. And if my culture is not being represented, it's unfair. Everyone's trying to fight for
everyone wants representation. Yeah.
In the world.
You don't think people deserve equality?
Absolutely, people deserve equality in the world.
No, tell me more about this.
In the world, in the real life, yes.
Yeah.
But in the club, just like we talked about, it's niche. It's you're going to get what you're going to hear what's happening in that room.
For sure.
And if you want to hear the shit you're looking for, there's a room for it. Go to that room. Don't bring your shit into here. We're doing something different.
I feel that.
I'm not.
I feel like you can word that better though.
Give it to me. Let me hear it.
The intention of this room is different than what you're projecting right now.
Yeah.
But I feel like there's a room for that.
I don't know where it is, but you could probably find it.
See, and that's where you go wrong.
Why?
That's where you go wrong right there.
Why?
It's too much. It's like it's throwing the cuss word on that wrong part of the sentence.
But what if her next thing, I'm just trying to prevent any more talking, because if I'm like, yo, there's a room for that, she's gonna be like, no, where is it?
Right.
I want to dead it. I want to be like, there's a room for it, but I don't know where it is.
The minute that
so get the fuck out of here.
But see, went too far. Unfortunately, we're not doing that right now. I appreciate you. Have a good night. It's over. It's get the fuck out of here. Like, that's where you go wrong. Because then it starts to go.
Yeah. Yeah, maybe when she made the initial request, that was the energy I gave off.
Yeah.
Like, fuck out of my face with this shit.
Yeah. You know? That's the issue, because then it becomes like, well, he was dismissive, and all of a sudden,
yeah,
it's a weird time to be white.
It's a weird time to be white. Can I clip that? I want that to be my intro to any show I do from here on out, like on video, like on the screens. I want you to come up.
It's a weird time to be white, bro.
On the screens.
Yeah. First and foremost, weird time to be white. Just saying.
That's great.
Yeah.
No, yeah. I feel that. That's just my one gripe with the whole thing. It gets me going. I'm like, I don't care what you are. You can be anything. You could be Middle Eastern, you could be Hispanic, you could be black, you could be Chinese, you could be white, you could be Swedish. For sure. You come up asking for Swedish music, I'm gonna tell you, no. What? Yeah. Who's playing that? What is that? If it looks intriguing, I might look it up.
But what you're saying, the way you're saying it is fucking it up. That's all.
But I think that's me. I think that's the problem.
But that's the sentiment, though. Like, the sentiment has been like for so long, hey, bro, if this isn't mainstream culture, get the fuck out of my face. Only these people are prominent in the space. Right? So, where you might be fucking up is the dismissiveness of it.
Yeah.
It's instead of just calling it like, hey, man, like, I feel you. I know you want to hear that shit, but unfortunately, that's not the party.
Yeah.
And I know that you're hearing I'm a Piano. I know you're hearing all these other things, but like those are a little bit more mainstream. Maybe matter of fact, can you put me onto a record and I'll go listen to it on my own time type shit. Put me on. But like a lot of times I'm sorry, like the other night, dog, I'm at Redacted. This girl comes up and she's like, do you take requests? And I was like, nah. And then she does that face where, really? And it's like, yeah, dog, I'm pretty good on my shit. Like, thank you. I appreciate it. And for some reason, that just turned into a whole thing of, well, you're a jerk. You're an asshole. And it's like, nah, fam. I just don't think you're going to ask me for anything interesting.
Yeah.
I appreciate you, but like.
That's where I would argue the dismissiveness.
But I don't say it. I just say no.
But if you said it more like an asshole, she probably wouldn't have called you a jerk. She would have been too scared to call you a jerk, I think.
Nah. Nah.
You don't think they're mistaking your kindness for weakness?
No. I don't even think it's kindness. I just say no. I've gone out of my way to not give people more energy than I'm willing to give.
Yeah. But what you said a minute ago was like, I can't play that because it's not mainstream enough, that's not my argument. My argument is I don't know that, so I don't know if I like that. But and I'm playing shit that I like.
But that's what I'm saying. Now you've personalized it. That's better.
Oh, it's better.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yo, I don't know that. Unfortunately, that's not even something that I have, and unfortunately, I'm on sticks. I can't do it. But I want you to have a good night, though.
Yeah. Boom. So go get a shot.
Go get a
You
shot.
dumb bitch. No, sorry.
Type shit.
Is that good or no?
If matter of fact, dumb bitch, go get a shot works a little bit better versus go get a shot, dumb bitch. You know what I'm saying? Sentence structure, it matters.
Yeah. No, this is good. I'm learning a lot here.
Type shit.
Yeah. I don't know, bro. Do you think that are white people? I want to know why I feel the way I feel. Like, cause I'm not into Bad Bunny, bro. It's not my thing. There's one Bad Bunny song that I like.
Are we talking Super Bowl or are we talking club?
Just musically,
Oh,
just
okay,
overall
gotcha,
the
gotcha.
music. Like it doesn't.
You never had a moment where you fucked with reggaeton at all? Or
In
dembow?
DJing, yes. In DJing, yes. In like,
Oh,
I'm
that's the
playing.
majority of the gig.
I'm playing this Bad Bunny record because I know what it's going to do to the crowd, and
Yeah.
I like doing that to the crowd.
For sure.
That absolutely.
How much of that is your catalog of music now?
That was my entire life up until now. Now I'm not really concerned with the crowd. I'm in such a small room. I'm at Celeste. I'll clear the room. I don't give a fuck. I'm playing what I like because I know that if I clear this room right now, in 15 minutes, there'll be a new group of people in here that
That'll
are
fuck with
enjoying what I'm doing.
Absolutely.
So
I just don't think that. I feel like that was a normal. What you're talking about is some Wicker Park shit.
right,
Old Wicker Park.
right. So
Where, yeah.
I've switched recently to that.
Yeah.
And that's what I'm
You know what we used
enjoying
to call
so
that?
much.
We used to call that shit Sage in the Room. Shout out to Castle for that.
Yeah.
Sage in the Room. We would get groups of people that we didn't not necessarily wanted out of the room, but you just, you know what I'm saying? The vibe just wasn't there.
They're not the people you want in your room. You can say that. You can say that there's people that you don't want in your room. I think that that's fine to say. Is that not?
No.
You can't say that.
If you're trying to cover your ass, you can't.
I'm not trying to cover my ass at all. I
All right,
want
bet. Bare
it.
ass.
Let
Go
it
crazy.
be known that if I'm fucking DJing, I want particular people in the room. And when I say particular people,
Well, what do you mean by
there's
that?
not a physical makeup of that person. It is a attitude. It is a
gotcha.
willingness to have fun. It's good energy.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Like
Yeah.
that's all I want. That's all I give a fuck about.
But that was what it was for us.
Yeah.
It was just more so like I've said this shit before, but like, dog, I was really known for playing certain hip hop, certain new things. Like I would go find shit to go be excited about to go play.
Mm-hmm.
Versus kind of what I've learned when I was playing in bigger rooms is like, all right, the new record isn't gonna get what you want off rip every time.
Mm-hmm.
But nah, bro, we would sage your room just because we had enough faith that if you left, no offense, the room was going to fill itself back up with people who are like-minded. And that's kind of, you know what I'm saying, the space that we're in now where it's like, nah, dog, like listen, I know you came here for R&B only, but like we're going to blend this with juke. We're going to blend this with a bunch of different genres. If that makes you uncomfortable, door.
Yeah.
But being comfortable with that though is really hard when you're worried about alcohol sales, ticket sales, et cetera, and that's why the intentionality of the party is so important. All right, bet. If I am pushing this party, I have to push it as a certain thing. This is a certain voice that we're pushing. Then that person doesn't even get into the room because they're not willing to pay the door fee to get in there. They would either have to see it's cracking or hear something that they fuck with and be like, all right, bet now I can go in.
Yeah.
But like,
It's funny. I feel like we traded.
yeah, for sure.
Like we've switched,
For
which
sure.
is hilarious and also awesome. And
Yeah.
like, because you have to grow, you have to change. Nothing ever stays the same. Like
For sure.
it's perfect.
No, it is, dog. It's because I don't think for a long time I don't think I knew where this could go in terms of success because of what I've seen in terms of like big DJs, A-Track, Jazzy Jeff, playing festivals, all sorts of shit. But there are also people who are just fucking building parties, and that party built culture. And like that's kind of what I'm into now. Like I'm not trying to price you out of the room because I don't want you there. I want to know that you're here for this.
Yes.
If you're here for this, then the fee at the door means nothing.
Mm-hmm.
It just means you're going in with a bunch of people who are willing to make the same financial decision as you or making the same decision as you.
Yeah.
Whereas if you have a free room, anybody can come in there, and that's where you start getting the Bad Bunnies on the forehead.
Yeah. Yeah.
And that's a good portion of nightlife.
Unfortunately, it is. And that's the other thing is people ruin. Maybe that plays in a little bit to my distaste for Bad Bunny. Disdain for Bad Bunny.
Because motherfuckers will use that shit as a flex.
Yeah, it's crazy.
Like,
but
go ahead.
No, I was just gonna say, like, I don't love the music, so like if my mentality now is play things that I really enjoy, and if I'm having fun, it's projecting onto the rest of the room.
For sure.
With that mindset, I don't know that I'd ever play anything outside of just like I wouldn't play anything that's not in a language that I understand.
But at least from all right, cool. That's dope for you.
Yeah.
But my guess is that there's somebody else out there who likes the effect of something.
Yeah.
And so it's like, do I understand everything that's said in dancehall? Nah, but I love that shit.
Yeah.
But I love it though. I seek it out. That's different.
Yeah.
But that's also the beauty in between us. Hey, my dog, I'm into this. I have a hard line here. It's not against you, my boy. It's just I don't fuck with it. It's kind of hard to explain to somebody who hasn't had to like. Technically, we're in a room of groupthink, bro. That shit is hard for somebody to understand. Why? Because at a base level, bro, at a base level, majority of DJing is figuring out how to move groupthink to one accord. So if I'm in an open format room or just any major mainstream room, the reason why we're playing so fast, the reason why we're playing the same shit from 2010 and 2000s and maybe a couple sprinkled in now is because all the Venn diagrams go right here into this small ass little space where the chick who likes Taylor Swift knows Bad Bunny, where the chick who likes Bad Bunny knows Beyonce, where the chick who likes Beyonce likes Sabrina Carpenter. Like, it's one of those, right? And so because this Venn diagram is getting smaller and smaller every day, because those Venn diagrams are starting to pull away from each other, like, now you have people fighting for shit and it's almost becoming political versus, hey man, I don't think you get what I do. Particularly if you're on a thumb drive, particularly if you're on a computer, and you're not using Wi-Fi. Dog, this is all music that I've collected. You're fucking with a nerd. I know I look cool up here, but I still download MP3s. Do you know what an MP3 is? In a real way? Have you ever had to grab a hard drive and be like, how many MP3s can I store on this? Cool, then our consumption of music is totally different. That's fucking hilarious.
That was my Bluetooth speaker.
Nah, that's gas.
It just went off.
That's gas. Type shit. All right, but damn, I almost lost my point. What the fuck? Shout out to that.
Yeah, that was terrible. Sorry.
No, it's all good.
No, you were fucking ripping. You're talking about the Venn diagrams moving further apart, and then you're a nerd up there with the MP3s.
But like, dog, we're nerds, bro.
Yeah.
We collect music to share it with you, bro. This is a musical version of show and tell.
Yes.
So when you're seeing a DJ that isn't necessarily going full mainstream in the room or whatever the case may be, or maybe even he is, he's technically showing you him. He's representing himself up there.
I would argue sometimes, depending on where you're at and depending on what like kind of DJ you are.
Like, you just started fucking with disco, so disco isn't cultural to you, correct?
It's not cultural to me, but also I'm discovering so much from my past, you know, digging for samples and fucking listening to the records that I'm buying from the dollar bin to try and
Make beats out of
chop
them and
up and whatever it is, and going through music that I love and discovering where it came from.
Right.
And then like when I first started DJing, the type of shit that I liked playing, I'm going back and realizing that a lot of it was disco.
Yeah.
And like I'm able to take that shit from when I first started DJing in 2010 and play some of it now.
But there's, as a club goer, there's no context to who the fuck is playing in front of me.
Right.
And so because there's no context, why the fuck aren't you playing my music?
Yeah.
So the message is weird.
Yeah.
The messaging is off versus what's actually happening versus your perception of what's happening are two totally different things. Me personally, grew up in Michigan, grew up listening to soul, grew up listening to R&B, hip hop. When I got into making beats, I wanted to make drum and bass first before I got into hip hop. And from me getting into hip hop, I found out about a bunch of other shit within hip hop that was like, oh no, disco is about as much of hip hop as it is of itself because of how it was brought into relationship with me.
Yeah. Yeah.
All right, bet. Dancehall and reggae and dub reggae are the fathers of hip hop. If people don't know it or not. Full soul funk. So all these various things are happening to me. I went to the Dominican Republic. I didn't play Spanish music before that. I went out there. They look like my cousins. I swear to God. We're talking to crew. We're trying to figure out how to get the fuck is that dish, dog? Sancoche. I'm trying to figure out how to get sancoche at the fucking resort, dog. But I'm talking to a girl that looks like my sister. But there's a language barrier. And then we're on the boat and then we're listening to bachata. Yo, what is this? This shit's saucy. But they don't get why I'm not playing it because, like, at least when I started, you played what you knew because you were technically playing what represented your taste. And that's kind of what made you cool to someone else.
Yes.
Hey, bro. Oh, you're playing. Dog, Castle used to play this super underground ass, like, I forgot what the fuck it was called, bro. It was a slap, though, for the room because the people in the room got it.
Yeah.
But had you taken that room, like that record out of that room, that record falls flat. But that's a part of the allure of what makes certain people dope. Like, have I heard Timbuktu play like The Dream? For sure. But where I really connected to with him was when he was playing breaks and like underground hip hop shit. So have I been able to see both? Yeah, for sure. But like when he got into the shit that he really loved, the rest of the room felt it because we understood the context of him. Yes. I don't think we understand the context of who's playing because a lot of times, who the fuck are you? I don't know the bartender. I don't know security. I don't know the chick who's running host. I don't know who the fuck the DJ is. Bro. But I have all these different memories of when I was at a wedding, when the police officer was the fucking DJ at my middle school dance. You know what I'm saying? But in terms of being in real nightlife and knowing that, like, oh shit, you know what? I really want to go hear house and like some real cool disco shit. I wonder if I'll hear some French house from fuck it, I'm gonna go party with Strategy.
Yeah.
That's how you have to like rebrand it and sell it.
So, but with that being said, a club goer doesn't know anybody in the room, doesn't know who the DJ is or anything about them.
Or why you're cool or why you're so sought after.
How do you convey that to somebody?
Oh, you can't in that moment.
You said you can't?
In that moment.
In the moment of them trying to get their song played? Yeah. No, not in that moment. But
you can't get that shit in that moment, but like, what I've had to learn, like as somebody who was being entirely too humble for too long, was that like if you don't do that shit, you'll suffer. If you don't put your nuts on the table and be like, hey, this is what I do, this is where I'm from, this is my background, this is what I'm up to, then no one in the room knows the shit. Like, there are not that many people who knew that I was an underground like hip hop producer. So even as I'm doing an underground beat event, some of the younger motherfuckers are just like, oh dog, he's just a person that hosts. But they don't know, like, hey bro, I'll come in this motherfucker and I'll demolish shit.
Yeah.
I've done it. I have a history of it. You can go search my name. I'm not just like we're talking past blogs. Like you can go see my name in Discogs. Like I have records released. But if you don't put your nuts on the table, nobody knows that shit.
Yeah.
But you got to figure out how to do it in a cool way where you're not just bragging and shit.
Well, I also think you got to figure out how to do it with the music. Figure out how to do it DJing. And that's kind of where I'm at right now. And then it's making me realize that that's where I was when I first started. Like, when I first started DJing, it was all about playing the shit that I loved and giving people like, oh, this shit's dope. I don't think you know it, but you're in this room at this hip hop show. You'll probably like it.
Absolutely.
You know? And I was listening. The music that I was listening to in the car was the same music I was playing for people. And then after that, in this, like where my actual DJ career started, where I'm making money and I'm a professional DJ, all of that was left behind. I was not ever once listening to a record that I'm playing for people in the car. I don't enjoy this music.
Same.
You know? And now...
What do you listen to in the car?
Right now? I'm listening to all house and disco shit. Like I'm digging in the car. I'm listening for shit to play.
What are you
I'm listening
to out of enjoyment without work involved? What are you listening to?
House and disco. Like I'm really
without the work mind on.
Without the work mind on, yeah. I'll put on.
You're just enjoying it. And the only reason I'm asking this is because I feel like as men we kind of forget that like you can go enjoy some shit too.
Yeah.
Versus it not always having to be vocation. So that's why I'm asking. That's why I'm pushing so hard.
Yeah.
For people who are asking, because I'm not trying to, you know what I'm saying?
No, you're right. Because, yeah, I mean, when I think about it, when you really ask it like that, most of the time I'm digging. I'm working. It's work.
Yeah.
Although I am truly enjoying it, there's a small part of my mind that's still at work. I'm not fully immersed in what's happening and just enjoying it.
Okay.
But if I was going to do that, if I was like about to get in the whip and go somewhere and I wanted to put on something right now to just enjoy.
Yeah, you're about to go make a trip to New Buffalo, Michigan. You're about to go grab hella zips. What are you listening to for an hour and a half?
What am I putting on?
That's not work related. Unless you really like the shit, and that's different.
I do really like it. Like I do really like it, but I'm also trying to find shit at the same time. Like I might put on some Hot Mood. Hot Mood is absolutely my favorite producer right now.
Fire.
He's out of Mexico, making the illest like groovy house, disco house shit.
Yeah. That's dope. I'm checking. You said Hot Mood?
Hot Mood. It's all one word.
Fire. Okay.
HOTMOOD.
I'm gonna pull up my phone on camera. I'll do it later.
We could listen to some shit. But yeah, I mean, I'm really enjoying it because I discovered how much I enjoy it.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like I'm back to listening, trying to give people shit that I just found.
You see what I'm saying?
I gave up on that.
But like, if they don't understand what the fuck is happening, dog, you're just a person working.
Yeah.
Like, there are kids who go to school and don't realize that their teachers have lives. And the reason that they're teaching art is because, yo, my dog, I can do these really crazy pieces, but I didn't figure out how to monetize this shit. Or I really want to teach kids this shit because I enjoy it so much.
You're passionate about it.
You're super passionate, but now we're doing fucking paper mache shit that isn't really in my wheelhouse. But the administration wants to see these things that they understand. And that's kind of a lot of what's happening in nightlife. There's no value in you. I just know the room's hot. Who the fuck are? Matter of fact, why aren't you playing my song, bro?
That's what it.
That's your
was.
job.
That's
Play
what
the
it has
fucking
been.
song.
Yeah.
That's what it was. In a lot of ways, it still is to people who don't understand the context of why you're playing or why you do what you do.
So to me, I hear that and I don't go, okay, I gotta be, I gotta make sure, I gotta change what I'm doing because I now understand that this crowd is not understanding me.
No. But like, I guess the reason I'm saying this is that like there are people who don't understand you having the job. I think there are people who understand the job from a basis of, hey, you play music to entertain us. They don't know about your unique voice and experience and excitement. And that's the context that's missing from a lot of different people. And that's why you're seeing so much influencer content out there now.
Yeah.
Like you're starting to see, like I think my homie Tona, shout out to my homie Tona from Scarborough or Toronto. There are people who are dropping, hey, it's Monday. These are 10 records that you should go listen to. But it's showing them cleaning the crib or, hey, listen to this one. That's why that's happening though.
Yeah.
For a long time, I had a really big misunderstanding of the content shit or why it was being demanded of us. The content shit is being asked of it because motherfuckers want to know who you are.
Yeah.
They're asking for you. So that like super mysterious Michael Jackson shit from yesteryear is out.
Yes.
So the opportunity in this shit is really you deciding to go, you know what, bro? This is what I fuck with. I'm excited about this. Yo, you should go check these out. Because the moment you do that, you add context to why I want to book you. You add context to what the fuck you do.
Yeah.
And then that makes the party.
Yeah. And content, I feel like I used to view it at least as like, oh, this video blew up, this video is hot, let me do that. That's a trend. Let me jump on that trend. And I feel like people are all starting to realize at the same time that it's not about trends. It's not about what someone else is doing.
This whole shit has been about authenticity the whole time.
Authenticity, exactly. Showing who you are, what you like, and putting that out there to reach those people, not to reach everybody.
No.
You don't want to throw your net in the biggest pond.
But that used to be the game back in the day.
That
was the mainstream shit. The top 40 room, the open format room. We're attempting to get as many people in this small ass Venn diagram that fit in here.
So with that, like what you said about the Venn diagram, that was beautiful. I fucking saw it in my mind as you were speaking. With that, with the circles pulling away from each other and all becoming their niche things, what happens to the open format DJ? What happens to that?
The same thing
it's
that's
just
been
going
happening.
away.
The same thing that's been happening. He does that shit for a while. He gets burnt the fuck out, and then he goes and does something else. If he's really serious about music.
Right.
And it's not even really a technical thing because people don't really give a fuck about technical skill like that.
Right.
In large, you might impress somebody and be like, yo, actually, he's really dope because they'll begin to get it. But like, open format at this point is replaceable. It's what you do with open format that keeps you in the building. So if you're a good host, if you got mic skills, if you can bring people to cool spaces, but whatever the case may be, that's what keeps you from being fucking replaceable. But right now, shit is so open that if you're not taking advantage of it, you're kind of fucking up. Because I remember, I was a 5-year resident at Revel Room. We had lines out the door, hella people in there on a regular basis. Had I been doing one of 3 things, finding out our nightly ring, regardless of what I was making, getting some type of email list in the space where I'm able to contact people outside of this. Because what the fuck, like at that point, I didn't see my life without that room. You're gonna be here. You're gonna be here. And then when shit like I leave nights and weekends, oh fuck, the person that was a regular, because I have outside of Instagram, and you know that Instagram shit is kind of fugazi. It's not really social media. It's algorithm media.
Yeah.
You're not seeing the people who you fucking follow, dog. You're not seeing that shit. So how are you able to keep up with these people? And then I guess the third thing is just going around the room and just talking to people. Making it more community-based where they have an incentive to want to join something.
Mm-hmm.
Like, our whole shit has changed now. Like, technically, we're penalizing you if you're paying $15 at the door. Because we give you a tiered system before you get in. If you're part of the email list, you're part of our regular algorithm, dog, you're going to be able to take advantage of the 50 to 100 free RSVP or the discounted entry. But that's for the heads that are really following us. They've technically already paid their $15 fee by fucking with us and becoming a part of the community. But as you go, all right, bet, if you're just catching that shit day of, yeah, you're going to have to pay 15, bro. It is what it is. Because it's like, the benefit is in you being a repeat customer and being a part of the group of people, being able to come through fellowship, being able to come through, oh, actually, I'm going to go into the booth up there. I fuck with them. They're really dope people. They know me. It's an access game. And that's why I say, like, that's what I was saying earlier. Do you feel VIP is lazy in terms of just it being bottle service?
Absolutely.
Yo, if I'm VIP, I should know the DJ. I should know the owner. I should have a relationship to the room that a casual cannot get. Like, technically, because you're an ambassador. Like, do you know that you're an ambassador here, bro? Are you aware that you're really, as a DJ in Chicago, particularly in the prominent spaces that you're in, you're technically an ambassador to Chicago?
That's dope. I might put that in my Instagram bio, to be honest with you.
But it's true. Because if I know you and I go out, there's somebody that's going to come into Chicago. Let's say there's two different people. It's the same person, but two different experiences. One goes out by themselves and one goes out with you. We're talking restaurants, clubs, everything else. They're going to get a whole world of a different experience through you. That the other person is going to be like, well, you know, Chicago was cool. Versus, let's say, for instance, if we both went to Denver. Man, it's kind of white out here. It's a lot of electronic music. I'm good. But I also might go meet somebody that can be, oh, nah, actually, these parties are happening over there. They're just not mainstream. You just got to be in the know. But when somebody comes to see you, you might be the only DJ they see that weekend. I just came in Chicago for a bachelorette. Now, because of you, my experience with DJs in Chicago DJs aren't that good. I'd rather go listen to them in Philly, where I'm from, or whatever the case may be. You're an ambassador for this shit.
I like that. I'll take that.
And so it just becomes more important as, like, I don't know, just as we're doing these nights and shit, like, no, dog, let them know the context of you. Like, it's the reason why people fucked with so many action figures and shit when we were coming up. Is that, like, nah, dog, like, you knew why. You knew why Wolverine was fucking dope. Oh, man, yo, he gets fucked up, he can regenerate. Yo, he has this, that, and the third. There's certain things that, but that's you now. The minute you decide to step out there and take on this gig of a DJ, I know it's to a lot of people, this shit is like just fucking creative, but like, nah, my dog, like, you represent something. You represent something to the whole room, and that's like, bring back up Homegirl, like, they have spent so much time not being noticed that now it's like, yo, oh, well, everybody else is being noticed. Why not me? And to put into context for, hey, I totally understand that shit, but this is the context of me and what I do in this room.
Very well said.
Clip it.
It's very well said. That's it's inspiring.
Not, but bro, you understand what I'm saying? This shit, right? Like, as a creative, like, what did your parents do? If you don't mind me asking.
I understand now more than ever. Like, it's really making sense to me. I'm really fully engaged in what you're saying because it's relatable.
Yeah, but like, just think about this shit. Like, what did your parents do?
My dad was a general contractor and also sold radio spots, like on the phone.
Fire. What'd your mom do?
My mom worked for the village of Lincolnwood that I grew up in and was the event planner.
Gotcha. Could they have ever imagined doing what you do?
No, I don't think so.
So we have to acknowledge that that's also special. We also have to acknowledge how unique it is for the time that we're in. We're able to, because like to be a DJ back then wasn't, unless you were doing something really big and culturally creative, you weren't really, that shit, you would burn out by 30 and get a real job. But motherfuckers is doing this into their 40s and 50s and 60s, going around the world, or at least in their small space, and they're doing this shit because they fucking mean something. And that's where I think a lot of the weird shit comes down to. Hey, yo, you don't know what I represent. You don't know what I'm here for. You don't know my voice. And I'm not mad at you for that. But like, to be loud and wrong should come with the shut the fuck up. My baby. You just don't get it. It's okay. Like, that's what I told the lady the other day. She was like, well, I was like, yo, you know what I think is happening? I just think we're not aligning because I think you had an expectation and I'm not willing to meet that expectation. Well, I think you're a jerk. No. You know what? I want you to have a good night. Can you tell the bartender to go have a shot on me, please? I don't give a fuck anymore, dog. This shit is about peace, bro.
Yeah.
I go home and argue with a 2-year-old every day. That shit's hard. But I love her. You know what I'm saying? Like, I love, dog, I don't know you from Adam. You think I want to hear your, no.
Yeah.
You just don't understand the context of what's going on in the room and why you should be privileged to be in this room. Not on some cocky shit, but just, hey, bro, this person means a lot to these people for this reason. I think if motherfuckers really put their nuts on the table, I think a lot of this shit would change up. Because then I would be going exactly to the person that represents what I think of. Like, for that person, they probably need to go see my homegirl Nanus. I'm not sure if you're familiar with DJ Nanus.
Mm-mm.
Really fire Palestinian DJ. Adds a lot of juke. I think the genre is called drokba, which is like it's like a Palestinian area, Arabian music. I might be fucking it up, but like, she adds a lot of her own culture into pop culture. Either be, you know what I'm saying, the shit that we're so used to hearing in clubs. But that gives her fucking unique voice. Like right now, there's a whole thing of Bollywood, and this not saying this is related to her, but there's a whole bunch of Bollywood Amapiano records that are out there. If you're not looking for that shit, and there's a whole party dedicated to this shit in LA, and it's cracking. So we're talking about thousands of people coming to see this fucking party. But like, yo, you're worried about seeing the white guy for this shit. And no offense,
You're looking in
the wrong motherfucking place, dog.
No, I feel you. That's what I'm trying to say.
That's it.
That's what I'm trying to say.
That's it. Like, oh, bro, like there's context to everybody that you're seeing. If you could put away some of your desire, or at least understand why this person is playing and why they're booked. Because to be honest, dog, you're booked for a reason. This isn't like, yo, I signed up to work at McDonald's and anybody can take this position. Yo, you're here for a reason, bro. Particularly in the rooms that you be in.
Yeah. Yeah. And I have a theory, and I want to see how you feel about it, because you're actually the perfect person, because you worked for Apple. You worked for Apple for a while, right?
Yeah, about 5 years. Close to it.
This whole discussion is like revolving around the fact that we are going and finding the things that we desire. We are customizing our experience in nightlife.
Yeah.
And I think just in life in general, every algorithm is exactly what you want. My timeline doesn't look like your timeline. At all. Yours doesn't look like his. We're all getting what we want.
That part.
And if you've seen the new Apple update, it's entirely, your phone is entirely customizable.
Yeah, it's just what Android's been doing for years. Yeah.
It's what Android's been doing for years, but it's also like, I feel like Apple would have never done that up until now because they know that's what's happening in the world. Previously, it's like, you're on our platform and it looks this way because this represents us. This is what we do.
For sure.
This is Apple. Our shit looks just like this.
You know,
and
the
you
ill
can't
part
change
about
it.
that shit, though, is that there was a wonderful man by the name of Tim Cook. And he was super, not Tim, what the fuck was the original?
Steve Jobs.
Steve Jobs.
Yeah.
Steve Jobs had he was super serious about the design of his life and the design of his, you know what I'm saying, of the pieces that he would sell. And so it looked a certain way.
Yeah.
It was a certain aesthetic to it that you wouldn't get on anything else. But there was also an ecosystem that went along with it. I think they've gotten so far away from being excited and understanding the context of a genius that they're just people who are just designing shit now. And they're just kind of opening it up, which I think is good for whoever the fuck that's good for. But I think it's lame too, though.
Because you were excited to buy this Apple product because it was a mind baby of Steve Jobs.
Yeah.
And now they don't have that innovation. They don't have that.
They don't have that person that's passionate enough to be like, yo, I think people sleep on the, yo, fuck that. They sleep on that shit. The thing, like, because you're judged by what you do, right? But you're also judged based off what you don't do. Yeah, but I don't like that shit. No way. Fuck out of here. I think that's what made Leaders so dope. You're familiar with the brand Leaders here, right?
Yeah.
Like, I think that's because there were certain things that they wouldn't allow.
Like what?
Bro, if you don't know who Muhammad Ali is, bro, we're not selling you a Muhammad Ali shirt. The fuck out of here.
I've never heard that before. They're known for that?
Yeah.
So if I went to go buy a Muhammad Ali shirt, they would like ask me about him?
Yeah.
For real?
Yeah.
That's dope.
But you
I've
see what
never
I'm saying?
heard
You
that.
see how dope that is?
That's dope. Yeah.
Please understand the context of what the fuck you're buying. Like, it's the reason why, like, have you seen, and I feel it now because I'm knocking on 40's door like, bro, you got a 50 Cent shirt on. Give me 3 songs by 50 Cent. That's the old motherfucker in me, dog.
Yeah.
But it's also, there was a certain thing like fashion doesn't really mean shit. There's anybody that can be in Balenciaga right now. You would just either have to find the knockoff or the real shit and just have the money for it. But it doesn't really mean shit to you because it doesn't represent a certain part. Like, bet. Right? Let's talk early 2000 shit. Late 90s. Bro, if you had an Echo shirt on, what did it mean, bro? What did you do? What were you a part of?
When I had an Echo shirt on, it meant that I had just hit TJ Maxx hard.
Facts. But what about it did it speak of your likes?
Hip hop.
And that was very particular to hip hop or a particular brand of hip hop. If you were Echo back in the day, there's a great chance you were listening to Mos Def and Raucus, and you might have watched some skate videos and shit like that. There's a certain behavior that comes along with each piece that you're purchasing. You don't know who the fuck anyone is anymore.
Yeah. That's where it's gotten. And then do you think that that's what spawned the let's represent ourselves, let's be authentic, it's bringing out the authentication in everything, and it's washing away.
I think people don't know what it is yet, but I think we're getting ready to get back to that. Like, I want to give a big shout out to the goth kids that motherfuckers used to really give a hard time to because they knew who the fuck they were early. And that culture is still here. Like, there's still kids that have the big ass jeans painted, you know what I'm saying? Like, maybe might put a little bit of, like, all right, bet. When I was growing up, you know who scared a lot of people? It was between 9 Inch Nails and Marilyn Manson.
Marilyn Manson for sure.
Marilyn Manson was that dude. But he represented something. So if you had a trench coat on, if you were a blonde, but you dyed your shit black, You were either a punk or you were in a goth. But that shit came with something. Or you were a raver kid. But that came with something. That came with a certain behavior where you went to hang out, where you shopped at, et cetera, et cetera. And I'm not saying it's good to have that type of fragmentation in society, but I think it's gonna get back there anyway, just because all these creative things don't mean shit anymore. Like, you can just be a rapper and just be a stripper, but like, all right.
Yeah.
But like, what does that mean in terms of relatability? Does that mean, are you a unique stripper? Like, I knew with drug dealing or with gangster rap, you had to have a certain amount of toughness and have had some shit happen. Or if you were a lyrical miracle dude, like, there was a certain amount of, like, Eminem never stabbed shit. But when he rapped really well, because he came from battle rap, we understood why he was so nice. Yo, this is really high level rapping.
I also feel like his passion for just being,
He has a passion for words,
but also what he's rapping about, like fucking his mom and like the wild things and places he's been and seen.
Yeah. For sure, but the wild shit gives context to who he is.
Yeah.
And if you don't understand that wild shit, which was a lot of people at that time, like, yo, am I really gonna SA my mother? Am I really gonna kill my fucking ex-wife or my wife at the time? You want to, but you're not gonna do it. But I'm also giving you the depth of where my feelings are to these people in my life. I'm adding context. Without the context, he just seems to somebody who has no knowledge of everything that he went to. Like, dog, we used to watch documentaries on motherfuckers. We used to sit there and watch MTV. What was that shit, bro? Where they would kind of, if you were a new artist, there was Diary, and there was another one that motherfuckers would do before.
Behind the Music.
I think VH1 Behind the Music, all sorts of shit, where you would kind of go through Jay-Z's life. Like, dog, we're adding context to this person so you love them, so you love the story of that person. Jesus Christ. Sorry.
Steve Jobs.
Type shit. But like, we have to understand all this shit comes with context. That's the reason why Bad Bunny's so raw. That's the reason why he was picked for the fucking Super Bowl. If shit doesn't happen as weird as it's happening in the States, and he decides to kill off a whole leg of his fucking tour because it's ice shit, we don't get Bad Bunny at the Super Bowl meaning what it means. That's technically a fucking protest. You don't get Kendrick at the Super Bowl. All of these different pieces of fucking context mean shit. And I think people are finding this out in late as fuck, because now there isn't regional slang. Words don't have the same weight.
Words absolutely do not have the same weight. But what about, give me the context of the Bad Bunny thing. You're saying that because he canceled his tour is a reason that you think he got picked to do the Super Bowl?
I think it's a portion of it.
Okay.
I think it's a portion of it. I also think he's one of the biggest artists in the world.
That's a fact, right?
That's a fact, but to certain subsections, like, we got 50 states, bro, but we really only have like maybe 20, 30 real major cities here.
Mm-hmm.
Everything else is farmland, and everything is these super homogenized environments and shit like that. You might be something over here, you might be something over here, but no one really fucks with each other, and we have irrational fears of one another because of what we've seen in press and media. But that's the only context we have of each other. But if you don't know, like, yo, your daughter Sarah in fucking Kenosha, Wisconsin listens to a lot of Bad Bunny. But when she's with you, she listens to country, she listens to a bunch of other Taylor Swift, other safe music in front of you. Like, dog, we used to listen. All right, bet. When I was growing up, listening to gangster rap, listening to offensive rap with curses was not cool, bro, in the crib. For a lot of black people, for a lot of people who are now musicians now. Like, it wasn't a thing. So you would listen to R&B in front of your mom, and then when your homies would come over and your parents would leave, then you would turn on Snoop. Then you would go listen to Woo. You would go, you know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
They're cuss words. It's motherfuckers talking about smoking woolies, crack, and all sorts of shit. Your parents don't want you to hear that shit.
Yeah.
But it's the same thing that's happening now. All right, but when I'm with my mom or my dad, we gonna listen to their shit. We gonna listen to maybe something I like that I feel that they're comfortable with. But like, really, I'm listening to Dog. I'm listening to Bad Bunny. Yo, my bro, they already invaded your crib. At some point, you're gonna have to learn how to love motherfuckers, bro. Outside of your weird, indifferent, you know what I'm saying, prejudices or whatever the fucking case may be. And so, like, it's that. It's also the weird shit with Ice. Like, dog, do you think if it wasn't so turned up right now, do you think they could have went with a whole bunch of different people that would have had different contexts?
Well, what do you mean? Explain that.
I think Kendrick probably shouldn't have got that shit over Wayne last year. But with everything that was going on with Kendrick, it made him hot as fish grease,
right,
and the perfect person for that, because it also meant protest. It also meant a bunch of different things, particularly because of who was in charge of booking it. Back in the day, dog, we used to get, what, fucking Bruno Mars, maybe some U2, Prince, these people who are big to everybody. And technically these people should be too, but because we're so fragmented, you don't really understand. Like, if you're not really listening to Kendrick like that, if you didn't really listen to him from the beginning, you don't understand why he's so important.
Yeah. I was never a huge Kendrick fan.
God bless your heart, bro. You missed out on a lot of shit. But nah, that's what I'm saying. There's a bunch of context that's just missing. And I think that's why people are getting treated how they're getting treated right now. I feel like that goes into all this shit.
Yeah. It makes me like the juxtaposition of where we're heading in what we were talking about earlier, everyone going their separate ways and finding exactly what they want.
Yeah.
But then this talk of like, we're also not looking for, as the Super Bowl as an example, like it's doing the same thing. We're not looking for the guy that's going to please everybody.
No.
They're propping up the guy who's controversial or who has been talked about the most, or who
he fits enough of the Venn diagram to hold a real position here. And then there's also an amazing story around it. That's what you've been sold this whole time, and you just didn't know it.
Is the story?
The story. The story is the reason why it's so anticipated.
Right.
Like, that's why albums used to mean shit, where motherfuckers would stand outside and wait and pay a dub after waiting an hour or 2 hours to go get an album at a fucking record store. It was a story of why that person mattered. Like, I always find it very interesting, dog. There was a time where Drake was rapping, but because we didn't have the proper context and the proper connection to him, he was just rapping. And then he got with Wayne. And then all of a sudden, it wasn't like he started rapping with Wayne. They weren't best friends in Collie Grove, bro. Dog grew up in Toronto, started moving around the country, had different jobs, woo-woo. Next thing you know, he gets properly positioned. But mind you, he's been listening to Little Brother. He's been listening to Joe Budden. But those people never really brought him in to do anything to co-sign. Now we have this person that speaks of a certain lifestyle that's super memorable next to the hottest thing, as hot as fish grease. Now he is the voice that's chosen. I think the moment we kind of stop belittling the value and like your co-sign, like you have this platform, right? Technically, by you allowing me to be up here, you're technically co-signing me to your people.
Yeah, absolutely. I think that you have great things to say, and people should hear it.
Thank you. But the ill shit is that if you were to go mentor a DJ right now, a younger cat, it would have the same effect.
Yeah. I think do you think that every industry has that thing that where you need to be co-signed, or is that it's absolutely a DJ thing? Is a music industry
I feel
thing?
like it's a music industry thing.
Yeah.
I feel like it's either you're gonna do it through consistency, or you're gonna do it next to somebody. This is more credit based than you think.
Yeah.
Or at least that I've seen. Like, if you put into context Michael Jackson, at the we're talking about what Michael started early 70s, maybe late 60s, to maybe, when did he pass? Like 2010s?
Yeah.
Somewhere in there.
2009,
You know how many people were racist as fuck when he started?
10. A lot.
You know how many of those homes he got into musically?
All of them.
God damn it, dog. My bad. Hold on.
All good.
All right, my bad. We're talking about Michael Jackson.
I got you some Elevate hydration water there. Watch out when you open it. It does
Fizzy?
splash. It's not fizzy at all, but the hydration just makes it pop out like an Olympic dive.
Oh shit! All right, nah, you weren't bullshitting.
You see what I'm saying?
Yeah. Okay.
I'm gonna tell my boy about that, but it is fire. It is fire. I do feel
It's
like
decent.
there's.
It's
It tastes good.
There's normally canned water, like, doesn't really taste that great.
Yeah, it tastes
This is
good,
decent.
but I feel like the hydration does something.
What they got then?
Or not hydration, hydrogen. Sorry, I keep doing that. It's hydrogen water.
Oh, they got hydrogen gas in this bitch, and
Yeah.
Celtic sea salt. Oh fuck yeah, I love this.
All
This
right,
is good.
cool,
All right,
cool.
no,
Yeah, you were just telling me about all the white homes that Michael Jackson invaded.
dog. We were talking about real Trojan horse. Dude did it with slaps.
Yeah.
So, like, if you don't understand that he was a pop star amongst that, you missed the context of fucking Michael Jackson, bro.
Yeah.
You missed why people were fainting. You missed why people were so in awe of him. Without context, he just seems like a motherfucker with fancy gloves that did a moonwalk that isn't that impressive anymore.
Yeah. Who called him the king of pop? Heavy told me like the story is Diana Ross or one of the huge
One of the huge
artists
faces.
at the time. Someone said Michael Jackson was the king of something, and she was like, that motherfucker's the king of pop. Like, he's ruling the world right now.
But you even see that transaction right there? That's a cosign, bro, from one of the biggest. Prior, why one of the biggest is ascending. No, baby. He's like, that's a correction. No, baby. He's not the king of R&B. He's the king of pop.
Yeah.
It was Elizabeth Taylor.
Elizabeth Taylor. Gas.
Yeah, that's tight.
And so, like, shout out to White Shadow. White Shadow is a fucking legend, regardless of, you know what I'm saying, of how I've, you know what I'm saying, some of my inner dealings with him. Like, he's a legend, bro. And I would never take that away from dog. But, like, the fact that he has y'all next to him helps him live on past his moment.
Yeah, that's an insane cosign to have.
You know what I mean? That's beautiful, bro.
Yeah.
I feel like more people should do that shit in a real way. Like, I don't want to take credit for Ace, but I'm gonna take credit for Ace. Like, he was raw by himself. Let's start there. We just started working together a lot, and it became a thing of like, man, you know what, dog? I really like having dog around. Let's just keep working. Let's keep making money together. Let's keep doing this, that, and the third. Dog, eventually, I'm not going to want to fucking play out. He's going to keep going. My hope is that he finds another person that he was to me, that he continues it. If it's just one person, if it's two, whatever the fuck. Like, please go teach this shit. Because without the context of, if you don't know why White Shadow was so important, and the time that he came up in, and the people he was technically battling for what the gigs that he had, or the people that he was working around, his contemporaries, the cosign means nothing. Just an old dude bigging you up.
Yeah. Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like, in all fairness. But the fact that he won in so many different ways, with his contemporaries competing against him. We're talking A-Track. We talking Tim. We talking everything that was going on, because his real run was like the Lady Gaga shit, the other pop stuff that he's done. Dog, those are real W's, bro.
That motherfucker's got a Grammy. That's crazy.
You know what I'm saying? But now to have, all right, bro, I have a Grammy award winning, not nominated, winning cosign. That's big, bro.
That's crazy.
If they don't, but if you're being too humble about it, it doesn't mean shit.
Yeah. And that's the thing. I don't need it to mean anything to anybody. It's what it means to me.
No, bro. None of this shit happens without the tree. No root is set without the tree, bro.
Yeah.
I'm sorry. No, there's no tree without the roots. There's no tree without the roots. There's no fruit without the roots. So whoever got him into position is also a part of your family tree, regardless if you want to acknowledge that or not. He's technically a part of my family tree. He was one of the people that got me into remixing, one of the people that got me into DJing. Him and Josh Kaplan got me some of my first gigs outside of Bounce Castle and my homie DJ Send. Like, shit, he was my first contract and only contract for Ghost Production. There are a lot of tentacles that go out through dog. That's big, bro.
Yeah.
The same way it would be for Twilight Tone, where you think of Twilight Tone, you think of Common. You think of No ID. You also think of
Timbuktu.
And Kanye.
And Kanye.
But without everything that led up to these things, like, dog, there's a that's I guess for me, like, this context shit is really important, because if we don't necessarily know where everybody comes from, we don't know why they're important. We don't necessarily know why we should be listening to them for anything. Because what makes you an expert in some shit? Go play my fucking song, bro. Or, yo, actually, nah, I know he doesn't do that. Like, I'm getting ready to open up for DJ Scratch at the Promontory. That's very big for me, bro. I've been listening to his music since EPMD and like all the shit that I grew up on. Now I get a chance to open up for you. Dog, I'm so excited about this shit. I went and got 1 pound gloves, the boxing gloves and shit. I practice with those now.
Training.
I'm training because I know when this moment comes up, I need that. I need that on some competition shit. I need that on some, I want that approval shit. But at the same time, like, dog, that's one of my heroes. He's up there with Jazzy Jeff for me. He's up there with DJ Cash Money for me. Just Kid Capri. Just motherfuckers that are legends. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But like, you got one of the illest cosigns in the city, really. If we're really being honest. But if you stand on that motherfucker and make him proud of whatever you're getting ready to do in the future, in terms of, nah, bro, actually, I'm getting ready to go into this even harder. I'm getting ready to dedicate myself to this in a way that isn't just some surface level shit, dog. It comes back to him anyway. And that's the beauty of the mentorship, dog. If it wasn't for Bounce Castle, if it wasn't for Send, I wouldn't be DJing where I'm at. But also, if it wasn't for Tim, if it wasn't for Jay Illa, if it wasn't for Word allowing me into booths and watching, 15 years of this doesn't happen. But also, the people who I gave opportunities to doesn't happen. It's just one continuous fucking tree. But who you're attached to means shit.
Absolutely.
And it just, I don't know, man. I don't know. I get worried that like the history of this shit isn't gonna mean anything.
I think about that a lot. I think about that with like, they're not doing Timbuk Tuesday anymore. I think they do the yearly, like his birthday party or something. But like, yeah, I don't see his name as much anymore. And I'm like, motherfuckers need to know.
Dog, there should have been a school.
Yeah.
Like, I know when the Scratch Academy and shit was here, like, that should have been a school, bro.
something, anything.
Yeah.
Even just people talking about them and making sure that everybody knows. Like, if you're a DJ in Chicago, when I was in Houston, I met my
if you're
boys.
a hip hop DJ in Chicago,
any DJ,
fact,
but especially a hip hop DJ,
for sure.
And like my boys that I met in Houston, the No Good Boys, they were DJing in clubs. They're obviously incredible musicians, but they were making their living off DJing, and they had no idea who AM was. And I was like, oh, if you're going to be a DJ,
you need
to know who the fuck this is. I made them watch the documentary, like that.
Dog, if you're playing with stems right now and doing mashups of any kind, not saying he is an inventor, but he is was that Girl Talk?
Girl Talk, Z-Trip was doing dope shit.
Yeah, but like if you don't know, if you're using stems right now, you don't know about them, I would tell you to go look at their catalog of remixes. I would tell you to go find out about the story of them and why this was a thing. Yo, we can't play in the hood shit, but we still want to play hood shit. So now we got to figure out a way to kind of make this shit a little bit more open format. So yeah, we're going to add this. I got a big beat to Back to Cali. And now we have a mashup. And I'm not saying that's literally what happened, but now this makes it more accessible to the room. If you don't have that context to it, you don't even know how the fuck he's doing it. One of my favorites, Jay Dilla. People just think it just means loose drums and shit that's not quantized. Like, no, bro, it's very, this shit is intentional. Where I place these motherfucking hi-hats, where I place these snare, where I place the sample I'm choosing, all this shit is very, it's more thought out than you think it is. It isn't just me breaking the rule just because I can. But like, you don't get hiatus coyote with that. You don't get a lot of the pop shit that you're doing right now without that motherfucker, bro.
Yeah. The DJ community has always meant, I think even for a time when I wasn't so focused on the art of DJing and I was more chasing the business of DJing, the DJ community really meant the most to me. Like the beauty in having somebody that co-signs you and then you co-sign someone else and then it just goes down the line. And really, I think that people mistook co-signing for gatekeeping. Because like if you can't get a co-sign, you feel like you're being gate kept, right?
Absolutely,
you know what I'm saying?
But like, I feel like those people also don't understand. Like, I don't know. Did you fuck with Bruce Lee at all when you were coming up, or Jet Li, or any of them motherfuckers?
The
Jackie
karate
Chan?
guys? Oh fuck yeah!
But like the thing that made them raw when you really went back and looked at their story was like who their teachers were. Like if you're a real fan of it, who their teachers were, the dojos that they came out of, the styles that they battled in, and that's how I see DJing. It's like when we think about like maybe cats like DJ Puffy, DJ Ease, Craze, A-Track, we all have to say award-winning by their name. So whether if that's DMC, that's 3 Style, that's the Goldie Awards, we have to say award-winning DJ. Those people came from certain styles of play. DMCs are totally different from 3 Style. So if you're a 3 Style champion, there's a certain context. If I've been keeping up with the battles, like what was my man name? Trentino. Trentino was a hip hop DJ when I met him. Underground, it was him. Shout out to my man Architect.
Architect is that's the other crazy thing is like Architect was my mentor.
Architect was a super hip hop head. Matter of fact, when you used to live in the UC and shit downtown, bro, after class, we had introduction to music business together. So I would go to his room to go get acapellas to go make beats because he was on the record pools. But everything that he had was like either club shit of that time or underground shit. Yeah. We would just go in his room and we would just go listen. And then I was, oh man, I made this beat. Check this out. Yo, thank you. Yo, here's your record back. That was our exchange, bro. That was
sick.
04.
So sick. And like, yeah, he co-signed me. And then White Shadow obviously co-signed me more recently, and I didn't even realize that was a thing. You could have two people. You know what I'm saying? You might have to do it again.
Yeah.
Just having it the one time
It might not be
it.
enough. Yeah.
It may not be it. You like when that happened with White Shadow, I was kind of like, oh shit, I've done this. I've been here, but this is like a different level of it.
Yes.
You know what I mean?
Yes.
Like it's
Well, because it's a different walk.
yeah.
Like, I'm not sure what architect meant to you at that time, but it was probably a door opened in the hip hop world,
In the club world.
in terms of clubs. Okay, that
He
was club world.
co-signed me for the club shit. Like he
for the like stouts and all that
Stout.
shit.
He put me into Stout,
Said that.
all that, co-signed me. Anywhere we went, we go out on a, after late night or maybe on a industry night or something. Anyone I met, oh, this is Strategy. He's a sick ass DJ. He's the next one up. Like that's what he would tell everybody. And I would just be standing there like, that's fucking crazy.
Yeah, bro.
He's lying to you. No.
Trash.
Always just like uncomfortable, but you realize you get older and you're like, oh, somebody probably did that for him. That's why, you pass that shit down.
Yeah. And that's what I'm saying. All this shit is heirlooms, bro. Like all this shit is heirlooms. And what I mean by that is like, technically the person, and I hear a lot of old heads say this shit too, and I guess I'm not exempt from being one, but like, oh, well, you didn't go through what I went through. Like, bitch, that's not how fucking inheritance works, bro.
Yeah.
Like,
you're trying to make it easier on the next person so they make it further.
Facts. And that's what this shit is. That's why I'm finding this shit like this. This is the season I'm in right now.
Yeah. And
Right.
and he would always tell me the student is supposed to surpass the teacher.
Every rip.
He was like, you better fucking keep going.
Every rip. And better yet, you better do what the fuck I did for you. At whatever capacity that you can give.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. That I've always loved that about the DJ community. Like that's always meant so much to me because it's more than music. And
Right.
I got lost with the music shit. I wasn't like when I think back to when I was the biggest DJ I ever was.
Yeah.
I'm like, I sucked, or I didn't even know. Like, how was I even doing that? I didn't know what I know now. You know what I mean?
Absolutely. And like, because you didn't know those things, you might have had a little bit more of a difficult time, or maybe you might have misunderstood your role. Like, all right, for a long time, I had been jobbing this shit, and now it feels like I'm in a space where I'm able to create.
Absolutely.
And so it becomes like when I was producing, I was able to link with the artist, build a rapport, maybe do 1 or 2 records, and then eventually the conversation will come up. Hey, bro, let's do a project. Hey, bro, can you oversee this? And that responsibility would allow me to create whatever we put out. And in a lot of nightlife spaces, a lot of these places feel very fixed. All right, no, actually, we don't play that here. Don't do this here. Like, I think that's why the first time we played at Liquor Box was so fun, because I'm in the middle of playing ballet funk and like in Jersey edits, and they're hitting. And the thing, my favorite part about that shit was, I've never. People were coming up like, we never heard this shit in here. This is going crazy right now. Gas. But there were a lot of rooms where I felt I wasn't able to do shit in. And now I'm able to go into a room, set an intention, tell people what it is in the marketing of it, tell people what it is in the evergreen ads that we're putting out, or whatever the case may be, and be able to attract those very people to a space.
Yeah.
And now I'm able to create for real. Because the thing I feel that's missing is that, like, when I think of like old house shit, like a lot of those early records were from motherfuckers that were regular party goers, or maybe wasn't even a DJ, who just got his hand on a drum machine and some music equipment. He might have played jazz, he might have played at church, but like that's what that was. And that record became something for that party. You had to go to that party to hear it. And I feel like that's really the next shit, where you're gonna get people who are gonna be making juke again, who are going to be making.
Yeah, like Gio's making juke shit, right?
Yep. Shout out to Gio. He's a G too. He's a fucking beast.
Yeah. Yeah. That's a conversation that we had with White Shadow, actually. Like, he told us, me and Heavy, I want you guys to be making disco edits that nobody can hear, like unreleased. If you want to hear it, you got to come into this room to hear it.
It's necessary, bro. It's necessary for... You don't understand that what you're doing is historic. You're not going to get it now because you're in the eye of the storm. But there's going to be a time. Every area in Chicago has had an era of being lit. Wicker Park was it from the pandemic, maybe to what? 05, 04, maybe even 03. That shit's dead now. And the only thing that old heads can talk about is, man, I remember this used to be here and this used to be here. That shit's weak. But if there are records to go behind that, even if they're edits, even if they're remixes, that can live generations on down the line. When the thing that you're doing right now isn't hot anymore, and then maybe 10 to 20 years when it cracks off again, yo, did you hear about these strategy edits? Yo, these are crazy. Yo, let's fuck with these. Let's sample these. Like, I'm at the point now where I want to just start recording everything.
Yeah. And you realize you're making shit now, you're doing it, it's hot, it's the best it's ever been. And maybe times change, what you're doing gets put to the wayside, there's some new shit. But you don't switch to the new shit. You stay doing what you're doing because, like you just said, in 10 years when it comes back around, now you've been working for the last 10 years for the thing that's fucking hot right now.
Bro.
And who's going to be able to beat you? You've been training. You've been working. You've still been doing the thing.
Bro, Chicago doesn't fuck with West Coast hip hop. They're just getting onto it now after the whole Kendrick shit. They didn't know about Draco the Ruler. They didn't know about Dom Kennedy. They didn't know about a lot of these motherfuckers. I've been playing that shit for a long time. People are coming to me for West Coast sets. That shit means something to me.
That's sick.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, it's something I've cared about, something I've been really into since we was listening to Brother Lynch Hung and fucking MC8. Like, I've been in, or RBO Posse and shit. Like, everything from LA to the Bay. The fact that I know the difference. There are a lot of people just playing West Coast shit. Oh, man, I'm going to play West Coast shit. Like, nah, bro. There's a certain energy when you play E40. There's a certain energy when you play P-Lo, even La Russell, versus a Nipsey Hussle or YG. I mean, some of the beats might sound similar to you, but if you don't know, there's a cultural difference and different in terms of movement, in terms of dance, in terms of temperature in the room. Like, but that comes with care. That comes with interest. That comes with real shit. And the fact that you're getting into that part.
Passion.
And the fact that you're getting that way about house and disco is fucking fire to me. Because, like, the process of being introduced, falling in love, and then wanting to share the love publicly and bravely, and like, it's actually standing on that shit. That's fire. But if they don't know that shit, if they don't like, I feel like they're missing out on an experience. I feel like they're getting half of the experience.
Yeah. No, you're right. If you don't know who someone is prior and like what or why they're bringing this to you, it hits so much harder if you do.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
And that's why I feel like right now, like, yo, I can't say this enough. I've said it, I think, 3 times already. If you have a unique voice, bro, it's going to suck for a while until you find your people, but like, go do that shit and let them know why this particular unique voice matters.
Yeah. And the importance of, this is a big thing in the DJ world of like dropping some open format shit, some shit that doesn't give you any sort of story and any sort of what's the word I'm looking for? Like, it does nothing for your brand. It does nothing. There's no meaning behind it. You're just collecting a check, which is, you got to get checks.
Absolutely.
But you also have to keep in mind that along this process, you need to use your money and live accordingly to understand that the next step of the process is dropping some checks to go get bigger ones.
We're dropping some checks, also paying out people, being responsible for checks, being responsible for people's opportunities. All that shit comes along with this, man. And I think that, but that's what I'm saying. It's, if I know that you just like some shit, cool, I guess. But if I know how you got to where you got and who might have saw you along the way and said, you know what, you're special, you should come with me. Here, I'm on the same wave. I think we just miss out on so much context of why, like, your party at Celeste is important between you and Heavy. Because technically, at the time disco was coming out, a lot of y'all weren't mixing like that.
Not even
Black
close.
and white over this music wasn't mixing like that. There was a different type of up-tempo R&B shit that was going on. And then there was disco, which was kind of like a white pop phenomenon. Obviously, it was made by some people of color or whatever the case may be. But like, dog, if you don't know that, if you don't know about some of the rooms that took disco and funk into house, you miss a lot of context behind this shit and why it matters. If you don't think about the thing that happened, I guess it was Kaminsky at that point. The Day of Doom where they stumped out and burnt all the fucking disco records.
Yeah.
That led to house being made here.
The Death of Disco, I think, maybe. It was.
There's a documentary on
this
this shit. Please go watch it.
Yeah.
If you don't get it, you don't know why that shit is so important and why what you're doing is such a cultural thing. All right, cool. And you know what? My dog has brought me with me. Brought us with him. Let's go. I'm not just representing myself when I come out here, bro. I'm representing a city. I'm representing a scene. I'm representing, like, fuck this venue. No offense. But, like, because there are other people that could be in your seat and they could do something else. There could be other people that are coming in and just phoning it the fuck in. The fact that you're looking for it, care about it, the value in that shit is more than just a motherfucker getting a vodka crayon.
Yeah. Yeah. It feels good, man. I've never been a part of something like this, and it's new and it's exciting, and I appreciate that you see it.
For sure. I just, cause motherfuckers devalue shit so quick. I swear.
But yeah, I mean, I'm probably guilty of it too. Like, you know what I mean? There's sometimes like I get opportunities for things and I'm like, oh, this is not even that big of a deal. But if you really step back and look at it, like, it's a fucking huge deal.
Yeah. Dog, imagine the rooms that you're playing in now with what you're playing. Could you imagine being booked at this clip to play disco in Disco House?
Absolutely not.
When you started? Like, are you shitting me? No. It's not, it wasn't not saying that it wasn't a thing. Yeah, it was a thing in certain spaces, but that was still very niche. And now that niche is, there's a pendulum swinging in the world right now, and it goes back and forth. And sometimes that's why they say shit like broken clock is right twice a day. Is sometimes you end up on 12, bro. And I think that's what's beautiful about this. It's like, nah, bro, like, the thing that was safe for me to play in front of my mom, I'm breaking the rule on that shit, and I'm converting it into different things. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
And this brand of whatever we're putting together means something in the sense of, not only am I able to show my influence from the shit that I learned from my mom, the things that I've grew up on, also what's going on now, but also the other genres that inspired us. Cool, we're able to break the rule on that, because normally, like, not even normally, back 2000, because I was able to get outside 2007, I was probably getting into clubs 2005, 2006 illegally, but like 2007, oh yeah, I would have been 21 then. Like there used to be a Latin room, and there used to be a reggae room, and there used to be a hip hop room, and there used to be a main, like, you remember Chromium at all?
Chromium?
Yeah, not the band.
Chromium.
But there used to be like a place called Chrome that was on Lake Street. It was a big ass 4 a.m. venue that had like maybe 4 to 5 rooms in it. I might be getting the name wrong.
No, I don't think I don't. That's before my time.
Type shit.
I was still listening to POD.
Type shit. Wow. But no, because we're similar age. Bro.
No, we are similar age.
But no, there used to be venues here that were 4 to 5 rooms, and it would be this room would be this room would be that.
That's what Celeste is. That
talk, and you're back. That's what I'm saying. The pendulum is swinging, bro.
Yeah, and
it's lining back up. All right, bet we're gonna play house up here, disco over here. We might play some other Latin shit down here. We might play hip hop on this floor. That's old school clubbing.
That's old school, yeah, and it's back.
And that's just dope.
It's sick, bro. It's sick. It's like a fun house in there. Just the stairs, they're packed. Everyone's crammed trying to go to a different room. You're jamming through people. It's crazy designs. Every floor is a different thing. It feels like a fucking carnival, bro. It feels like you're just in this building kind of in a free-for-all, wandering around, catching different vibes, seeing different people. Like, yeah, it's so dope.
And that, like, the fact that you're able to do that for somebody too. Like there's somebody who was probably on the house floor, was like, yo, I'm kind of tired of this shit. Can we go to another floor? And then they heard you and they stayed there the whole night.
Yeah.
And you might have changed that person's experience and also their understanding of disco. Yeah, actually, I never really fucked with this shit. I'm going to go look up XYZ artists that I wasn't hip to.
Yeah.
I don't know too many jobs like that, bro. I can't imagine like even as a cop, I might save you, bro, but I don't get a chance to put you on anything. I don't get a chance to help you design your life. Like I don't get a chance to help you with taste. If I'm an accountant, even though a doctor, I guess one way or another would help you design your life in terms of if your ass is about to die. Or you're deeply ill, but in terms of being able to live, I'm able to put you on the shit that maybe you're going to become a deeper fan of. I don't take that shit light at all, bro.
Yeah.
This shit just, I don't know, this shit mean too much, bro. It mean too much, at least to me, because I've seen what it was when it was taken away from me during the pandemic. Like, oh, where I can't play for nobody that I can see? I just gotta hope these comments is really fucking with me and the number up here on Instagram and I hope they don't shut my shit off. Like I played at Drip Collective yesterday. It was like a little 2-hour set. It was fun. But at the end of it, I did my homegirl came in from Texas and I just did like a chop and screw set. But the only reason I know how to do that shit is because of the pandemic. So I'll give the sauce out. If you go into your settings, there's a 33 RPM and there's a 45 RPM. You hit that 45 motherfucker on turntables and you leave the actual turntable at 33, it's gonna play slower. They'll probably drop like maybe 30 BPMs, but you turn the pitch lock off, it's super low. And so I did a chop and screw set at the end of this shit, and he was just like, yeah, I never even envisioned this as a thing to do live. But you don't know why I did this shit.
Yeah.
It's because Instagram had started doing the ID, the song ID shit, where they would shut your shit off if they heard something. That was my way of getting around it. So now I get a chance to introduce something. Yo, I never even thought about listening to anything chopped and screwed. Now I can go listen to the shit. You know what I mean? Or shit, you might have seen Moonlight. Like, that's what I'm saying. Like, dog, you can go see a movie and go get put onto a fucking song, and then that song becomes either the song of your summer, or it might introduce you to a whole new fucking genre of music, and now all of a sudden you wearing Brazilian colors and shit.
Yeah.
While you go out, no, dog, you dyed your hair blonde. Like, nah, bro. I'm having a fucking time of my life listening to this shit.
Yeah. No, it's dope. That's true. There's not a lot of jobs where you get to put people on. And we get to do that shit.
Every motherfucking night.
And yeah, I have a newfound respect for the art of DJing because I'm actually thinking about it.
Yeah.
Before it was titties and tequila and paychecks.
But like, fire.
Good time. No regrets. Absolutely.
Yeah.
But
that shit can only hold you. It shit can only hold your attention for so long.
Exactly.
It's gonna burn you the fuck out at one point.
It did. I wouldn't last. I wouldn't still be DJing if that was the focal point. The only way I'm able to continue to DJ is if the music is the focal point because there's something there that's real. All the other shit is just it's
bullshit.
It's a time to be had.
Matter of fact, I don't want to call it bullshit because that's dismissive of it. I used to think that shit was 80% of the pie. It's not. It's not. It's, at least for me, it's 50-50 now. It's at least 60-40, somewhere in there.
Mm-hmm.
Where it's like, nah, bro, the music is the thing that really is doing the connecting in the room.
Yes.
You're here talking to XYZ person. Like, I'm not sure if you know who Esta from Selection is, but he came out to one of the parties. And then that following Tuesday, there's this really dope R&B singer, Destin Conrad, who came out to Blind Barber for me and the homies, Sound Architect. Shout out to the homie Steve. Happy birthday too. We have a party over there. He came out to that shit, and it was like, oh no, this makes sense. He's supposed to be here because like this is the energy of the room.
Mm-hmm.
This is what the energy of the room brought in. And I'm hella curious to see who's going to be coming through that motherfucking room too. Outside of patrons, outside of really cute chicks, I'm really excited to see who's going to hear you and be like, okay, you're into this shit for real. You're not just playing this because you want to be a fucking festival DJ.
Yeah.
And doing Jesus arms. Like you really.
Yeah. It does feel good to do the Jesus arms.
It's
I'll be
tight.
honest with
I can only imagine. It's a lot of pressure. You know what I'm saying? Just go full. Shout out the wide ass arms too, man. Yeah, dude.
Sometimes you got to warm up before you start. You got to hit. If you flex your abs right here, and it really everything comes from the core, you can get like over the booth. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Really fucking get the people
throw them
going.
bitches up.
Yeah.
That's what I like, man. Talk about explosiveness, you know what I'm saying?
Oh fuck! I think we got to wrap it. I mean, I'm having the best time
for sure.
This month of podcasts, when it started, I was feeling down about the whole thing. I'm like, this last couple pods I haven't enjoyed. Yeah. I don't know if I've really scheduled to talk to people that I want to talk to. Sometimes that I forget that is the core of this whole thing. So for October, that's why I hit you up. I was like, I need to talk to the fucking Slot.
I appreciate that.
You have a wealth of knowledge and a way with words.
Thank you.
And
talk too much, but for sure, I appreciate that shit.
I think it's any DJ that would be watching this absolutely learned something or is inspired or like they're feeling something.
Yes.
And that's what I want. And me, I know it because that's how I feel. I'm fucking excited for the weekend.
For sure.
You got me pumped up.
Let's fucking go.
Yeah. I'm excited. I'm excited to dig for music. I'm excited to play music. I'm excited to dance. I'm excited to be in a room full of people that want to hear what I'm doing.
Yeah.
It's crazy. It's crazy. I really felt the only way I could do that was by putting on a spectacle and, pulling the titties out and putting the girls on my shoulders and like all the extra shit I felt like is what I needed. But now I fully understand I don't need any of that. All I need to do is fucking play the music that I love.
Yeah.
And like
that's a crazy lesson to take in too, bro.
Yeah.
That's a crazy fucking lesson to take in. Because I don't know. I feel like when we start this shit, there's a lot of misconceptions of what we think this is, or what it's like to entertain, for real.
Yeah.
And then it kind of hits you like, oh no, like I can be myself. I can show you exactly what I'm into. And there are other people who are. There's a reward for having faith in yourself, and I think a lot of people miss that shit, attempting to please too many people. And not saying that they don't need to be there, because there are certain people who are passionate about pleasing everybody.
Mm-hmm.
But I think there are certain people who are meant for certain genres. I feel like there are people that are meant for certain voices. And without them being who they are, the other shit doesn't have as much value. That's the balance.
Yeah.
Without the niche, there's no point to do something for mainstream, because at that point everything is mainstream.
Everything, yeah. There's no difference. How do you know what feels good if you don't know what pain is?
Hello. Type shit.
But yeah, thank you. We definitely went long. Diamond Cut, I can see he's upset because he's gonna have a big file to edit down.
Man. My bad.
A lot of time for the transfers. A lot of export. But
shout out to the exports and the hard drives.
yeah. But thank you guys for watching. I appreciate it. Thank you for coming through. We should I mean, really all we're doing is just turning the cameras off, because we're chilling.
That part.
I'm excited. It's Indigenous Peoples Day, baby. I ain't got nothing to do.
That part, man.
Thank you for watching. Please subscribe to the channel. Drop a comment on the video. Like it. Whatever you can to help the kid out. Algorithm activating activity. Let's go, champ. We'll see you next time. And absolutely make sure you check out Colors. It's monthly, right? Every month?
It's monthly, every Friday at Never Have I Ever in Lincoln Park. And then
every what? Last Friday?
First.
Every first Friday.
Every first Friday at in Lincoln Park. 22247 North Lincoln Ave. Shout out to Damio, appreciate that. Yeah, it's me and Ace, and then we also have Escapade that first Sunday at Penny Whistle. So we have a couple cool things that are getting ready to kind of crack off, man. So I'm excited.
Dope. Thank you. We'll see you next time.
Well, alright. Battle raps cause I've shaken grown men to the point that they can't even face their own friends. That's why they rhyme about jewels, not life, cause the ice on which they skating is so thin. That's what I love about the human soul. It'll usually show when the truth ain't told.